Excellent. I think we are live. We're letting everybody hop in here. We are going to be getting started in just a second. I am so excited to dive into our Alpha AI YouTube ads targeting strategy. I know we had a lot of people register to attend this live webinar. It is November 15th. It's 2 o'clock Central Time. I'm excited to dive in. We're having everybody hop on here, so we're going to give it just a couple of seconds here to let people have time to hop in. But I hope you are doing fantastic today. You are having a great week. We're halfway through November already, and I am excited to dive into this strategy and unveil everything that I have been talking about and teasing via email, social media for quite some time. And I'm so excited that all of you are here. So again, we're just going to give it a minute or two to let everybody have an opportunity to hop on, click that link, get ready to go. And we are going to be diving in just a second. I am so excited because I have a full presentation for you today to dive into our entire Alpha AI YouTube ads targeting strategy. You probably heard me talk about it via email, that there are major changes that are happening right now with YouTube ads. Some of the targeting, some of the strategies that have worked before don't work anymore. And we're going to talk about the new era of YouTube ads and artificial intelligent advertising. I've got a whole presentation lined up. My team and I have been working day and night to put this together for all of you. And we're really excited. It's getting the best results that we have ever seen on YouTube ads between ourselves and our clients right now. And I'm so excited to dive into this. So we got a lot of people live here. I'm really excited. We're just going to give it a couple more seconds. Then I'm going to share my screen and we are going to be diving in. Super, super excited. I know we got a lot of people here in the chat, and we are going to be doing a Q&A at the end as well. So we've got a lot of content for you. The content itself is probably going to be about 90 minutes worth of content. And then we're going to dive into a Q&A. So we're going to be diving into a Q&A afterwards as well. So make sure you put those questions in the chat, in the Q&A box. I've got some members of my team who are also going to be in the chat box here as well. So if you're just joining us, yes, this is a live presentation. It's November 15th, 2 o'clock, 2:03 now, Central Time. And I'm so excited to dive in here, and we are going to get rocking. So let's start the presentation. And I'm so excited to show you exactly what we're doing with our Alpha AI YouTube ads targeting strategy. So welcome. I'm so excited to have you here. I'm, of course, Alrik Heck, founder and CEO of Ad Outreach. And today I'm going to be showing you our new Alpha AI targeting strategy for YouTube ads that you can use to scale your business to 7, 8 figures and beyond, and take advantage of this new era of artificial intelligent advertising. And I am so excited for all of you that are here live right now, because yes, we are live. It's November 15th, 2:03 o'clock Central Time. I'm really excited. I don't do a lot of these live presentations, so I'm really excited to be here with you live. My team is in the chat. They're going to be able to assist and answer some questions throughout. Then at the end, I'm going to do an official Q&A. I want to make sure I can deliver all the content, all the value. So I'm going to save questions until the end, but make sure to ask those questions. You can put it in the chat. I believe there's a way to tag it as a Q&A, as a question, and then we're going to answer those at the end of this webinar as well. And I've got my team in there too. So again, really excited about it. Like I said, we're going to have an Alpha AI YouTube ads Q&A at the end exclusively here because we are live today. So I'm really excited about that. And again, let's dive in. I'm so excited because this is our new strategy, and this is a massive opportunity for your business. And I'm going to, over the course of the next 90 minutes or so, show you exactly how this strategy works, exactly how you can apply this to your business. And then I'll give you an opportunity at the end to answer some questions around this. So this is how to use our new Alpha AI strategy to scale your business to 7, 8 figures and beyond with YouTube ads, and take advantage of this new era of artificial intelligent advertising. There are major changes that are happening to YouTube ads right now. And these are actually the biggest changes and the biggest shift that we have ever seen on YouTube and YouTube ads. And if you've been following me for a while, you know that I've seen a thing or two about YouTube ads. I've helped my clients generate over $200 million in revenue using YouTube ads. And so I know this is the biggest shift that I have seen over the last 8 years on YouTube ads. And we're going to talk a little bit about what that shift is and how you can take advantage of this. Because here's the thing, if you do not actually understand what this change is and what this shift is, then you risk getting left behind. Whether you're already running YouTube ads or you're looking to run YouTube ads, you risk getting left behind. What I want to show you in this presentation today is how to evolve and win and succeed with these new YouTube ads so that you can make your YouTube ads stand out from the crowd and get the best results. Alpha results from your ads, because online advertising is shifting towards artificial intelligence and machine learning. This is something I've been predicting for quite some time, and it is finally actually starting to happen. And the future is finally here. Now, here's the thing. This future, Google has been really moving towards this for quite some time. They have been focused on AI, machine learning, artificial intelligence. You can see here, they talk about bringing AI to the wide variety of different things that Google has access to. And that is exactly what they're doing right now. They've been collecting millions and millions of data points on every single user, and they're finally giving us even more access to leverage that within our targeting. And so I'm going to show you exactly how this works with YouTube ads, how this new targeting works, and how you can take advantage of this opportunity specifically with your ads and with your advertising campaigns. Because here is the reality. Here's what's happening right now. Content targeting is being phased out. What is content targeting? Content targeting is targeting your ads directly in front of videos. You can choose placements, keywords, topics, targeting your ads in front of other videos. That is now being phased out on YouTube. And that's a strategy a lot of people used. And that's even a strategy that we've taught in the past and used effectively. But Google and YouTube are actually phasing out that strategy. Keywords, placements, topics, they're being phased out. You'll actually get an error that looks just like this one right in the middle of the screen if you try and use this content targeting. It'll say that you can no longer add content targeting to conversion campaigns. And so what you're going to see is with conversion campaigns, the ones that actually get you leads, actually get you sales, those campaigns no longer have the ability to do content targeting. So what is Google putting in its place? Well, what they're bringing in is audience segments and AI. These are being phased in. Now, we're going to break this down and walk you through exactly how you can leverage these, how this works, and our unique strategy around this. Because regardless of your current skill level on YouTube, if you've been using YouTube ads for a while, or if you're brand new, I'm going to break it down and show you step by step exactly how to take advantage of these audience segments, because we have developed and invented a new strategy to take advantage of this new era. But audience segments and AI optimization, that is the new focus. We're going to be diving deeper into that as we go and continue on with this training. This is leveraging all of the data points that Google has collected about every single user and then pinpointing them in your audience segments to tell Google and train the AI on exactly who you're looking to target. So Google is shifting YouTube away from content targeting and towards artificial intelligence. And throughout this training, I'm going to show you exactly how to leverage this, because if you understand this and know and have the secret to actually taking advantage of this shift, then it's not just that your ads are going to survive, your ads are going to thrive. And you're going to be able to take advantage of this massive opportunity that is right here with YouTube ads. And that is what I have invented. I call it the Alpha AI YouTube ads targeting strategy. And all of you that are here live right now are going to be the very first to hear about exactly how this strategy works. I'm so excited. This is the first time presenting this live. So you are here for the debut presentation. This is our Alpha AI targeting strategy. This is our 2023 strategy that we are rolling out, and you are getting an early look, early access to exactly what this looks like. Now, I know some of you may have questions. We're going to be doing a Q&A at the very end of this presentation, which I'm really excited about as well. What I want to do is break down exactly what this looks like. And I genuinely want this to be the most valuable hour. And like I said, because we're here live, I'm going to be expanding and diving a little bit deeper, probably going to be about 90 minutes. I want this to be the most valuable 90 minutes that you are able to experience and understand in your business, because I'm going to be showing you not just how to avoid the pitfalls of the changes that are happening to YouTube, but I'm also going to be showing you how to take advantage of this new era of artificial intelligence advertising on YouTube and exactly how you can leverage that. And then we're also going to have about a 30-minute plus Q&A at the end as well. Now, I've got a question for all of you, though, because this is going to tee up a lot of what we're talking about. Have you noticed your ad costs rising? Costs getting more and more expensive? Does it feel like your business is on a roller coaster, right? 1 month you're riding high, 1 month you're down, regardless of the platform that you're using with ads? And does it almost feel like the ads that worked before have started to fail as you scale? Maybe that's caused you to go back into the content grind and, just producing content after content. I'm not talking about an effective content strategy. I'm talking about the throw spaghetti at the wall, see what sticks kind of content, right? Maybe that's caused you to go back into that. And maybe you're struggling to get enough qualified leads to hit your revenue goals, regardless of the platform that you're advertising on: Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, TikTok. Maybe you are using YouTube ads and using some of these old strategies that are being phased out that just aren't working the same way anymore. And the content targeting, which coming in 2023 is actually going to be fully phased out of YouTube ad accounts. Google has officially announced that. And so maybe you're struggling to get the qualified leads, especially after these notorious iOS updates that have happened, basically killing Facebook. I mean, I've been talking about this for a while. I've been talking about YouTube ads beating Facebook ads, and it put the nail in the coffin on Facebook ads. You could just take a look out there. And maybe you've seen, again, that classic ad. I talk about YouTube ads beat Facebook ads every time. And I talk about all of the pitfalls of Facebook and why YouTube is winning and better. But that's not really what we're going to talk about in this webinar, because really YouTube ads have already won. And if you're here on this webinar, you already know that. Now it's about the evolution of YouTube ads, because there is a new era here. And this new era is going into the world of artificial intelligence and machine learning advertising. And that is exactly what I'm going to show you how to leverage. We have entered into a new era on YouTube and YouTube ads. And the cold hard truth is, what worked best before doesn't even work well anymore. And so it's all a red ocean. People are kind of competing for scraps of an old system. What I'm going to be showing you is how you can leverage the new system and actually get into a blue ocean, right? A wide open waters where there's plenty of fish for everyone. And that's what I'm going to show you how this strategy works, so that you stop desperately clinging on to what worked before, not unlike people that kept advertising in newspapers long after their efficiency was gone. Because here is the truth. The world of digital marketing is changing fast and evolving quickly. And change can either be seen as a challenge or as an opportunity. And what we're going to be talking about today is the opportunity, because I can tell you this shift is a major opportunity for your business, but opportunity must be seized. And all of you on here right now attending this live training, you are here to seize that opportunity that I'm going to be walking you through. And I'm going to be teaching you my exact Alpha AI targeting strategy for YouTube ads, step by step, how the entire process works, walking you through exactly how you can leverage this. I'm also going to be showing you the updated and revised top producing YouTube ads and how to script a winning ad. And I'll even be showing you our tree scaling strategy that you can use to effortlessly scale your YouTube ad campaigns using our Alpha AI strategy to thousands and thousands of dollars a day in ad spend, so that you can scale up quickly and effectively without losing the returns that you're currently getting. So you can scale and maintain those results that you're achieving. So before we can dive into that, let's talk about where the concept of alpha AI came to be, because this is something that I invented with YouTube as the alpha AI targeting strategy. I'm going to be walking you through this step by step, but I want to talk about the inception of where this idea came from. And it came from the concept of seeking alpha. Maybe you're familiar with it. Seeking alpha is a concept that comes from the stock market world. And what it means is it's achieving results that are greater than the average, greater than the baseline. And that's what everybody's looking to do in the world of Wall Street. And in Wall Street, it's easy to do this. You just have to be, or in the early days on Wall Street, it was easy to do this. You just had to be better than the person sitting next to you at the trading desk. You just had to have a better strategy. But what started to happen soon enough is AI algorithms took over the stock market. So it wasn't good enough just to have the best strategy. You needed to have access to the latest AI. And if you had access to that AI and that new algorithm for the stock market, then you would win every single time. You'd print massive returns, massive amount of money in the stock market. But what happened soon enough? Well, soon enough, everyone had access to the same AIs, to the same machine learning, to the same algorithms that were literally just fractions of an inch different from each other. And so what started to happen was everyone just got baseline results, right? Everybody had access to the same AI. And so it was a stalemate every time. It's like two robots playing chess against each other. It is a stalemate every time. People just get the exact same results because they're all trained the same way. And so that's where a whole new world started to come into place with stock markets. Because you see here, there's a big difference between beta results, right? Baseline beta results and alpha results. These are optimized results that are better than the baseline, better than the average. And what we're seeking are these alpha results. And so what the hedge funds and what the big stock market trading companies, what they went to, the companies on Wall Street, is they found a new breed of analysts called quants. And these quants could develop human strategies that they would combine with the AIs and the stock market trading AIs and machine learning to get outsized results. It was literally training the AI using a human strategy that could make the AI better than it would be on its own. And I can tell you that the companies in Wall Street that were able to take advantage of this literally printed billions and billions of dollars. That's where the concept of seeking alpha comes into play. If you know how to train the AI to make it better than your competition, then you are going to win and achieve alpha results. Now, this is Wall Street. You might be asking yourself, Alrik, why are you talking about Wall Street? Why are you talking about, AI and alpha, results? Some of the things we're talking about here. It's because there's a lot of parallels that are happening right now in the world of advertising with Google and their own rollout of artificial intelligence and machine learning. They are now rolling out more AI optimization capabilities. But what does that mean? Well, what that means is if you just rely on the baseline, if you don't have a strategy to put into this, you're just going to get baseline results. And for some of you, maybe baseline results can be okay. But I have a feeling if you're on this webinar right now, you're not here for baseline results. You are here for alpha results. And that is exactly what I'm going to show you how to achieve alpha results on YouTube with our Alpha AI YouTube ads targeting strategy. And that's what I'm going to show you how to do, because you can achieve alpha results by training the AI. So you can actually train the AI on exactly how you can achieve these alpha results that you're looking for. I call it Alpha AI. It's the combination of a human strategy, the best strategy. And I can tell you, my team and I have been working night and day to develop this strategy that has now become the Alpha AI strategy. It's the combination of that and the artificial intelligence and machine learning that is available to you on Google and YouTube, and bringing and melding those together. That is what produces the best results. And that's what I'm going to be showing you today, is the new strategy for YouTube ads. And in this training, I'm going to reveal our Alpha AI targeting strategy for YouTube ads. I'll also show you how to craft and write an irresistible YouTube ad script with our step-by-step framework. And I'll even show you something I've never shown publicly before, which is how to record and film 24 different YouTube ads in the time it takes you to film 2.5 videos. I'll walk you through that strategy as well. And I'll show you the best funnels for YouTube that are working right now and what we're utilizing to get the best results. Now, I know all of this may sound complicated, especially you're here live. You're like, wow, we've dove into a lot in just the first 20 minutes here. I know all this may sound complicated, right? But I promise to make it simple for you. We're talking about artificial intelligence, machine learning, all these things. It can be easy to get overwhelmed. Our team has already done the heavy lifting. My team and I have done the heavy lifting, and we know, and we're going to show you step by step exactly how this works. And I promise to make it simple. That's why I put this training together today. I'm going to make this simple and easy to understand. Like I said, I want this to be the most valuable hour that you spend on your business as we dive into our $200 million YouTube ad strategy and the evolution of that strategy, which is the Alpha AI strategy. We have adapted our strategy for this new era of YouTube ads. And what I can tell you is between ourselves and our clients that we have implemented this strategy into, it is working better than any other strategy we have ever used before. And you need a new strategy if you're relying on the old version of YouTube ads because that old version is going away. And so let me just show you a little bit of results and what you can expect when you start running this version of Alpha AI YouTube ads. You can expect a wide variety of leads and sales and phone calls coming into your calendar. You can see this is my email. I actually just took this a couple days ago. You can see all of the applications coming in. These aren't just book calls. These are people applying to work with us coming from our YouTube ads. We practice what we preach. Imagine if your sales calendars look like this every single day, stacked with high quality leads and sales coming in, people that are looking to become your client, people who are looking to invest in you. Now I want to go through this part relatively quickly because I want to dive into the meat and potatoes, especially since we're here live. But you can see a wide variety of people getting results. 4 times return on ad spend at $3,000 a day, 5x ROAS, $50,000 months. You can see all of the results that we help our clients achieve. And what I'm going to be showing you is the new Alpha AI strategy and how you can use that to leverage results as well. So I'm actually going to go through these relatively quickly. We are here live today. So especially if you're here live, you're probably familiar, at least in some way, with everything that we do here at Ad Outreach. I also do want to give, just a massive recognition. I've had the opportunity to work with some incredible entrepreneurs, incredible business owners. And, one of them, of course, Bob Proctor, and he, passed away earlier this year. And it was honestly really, really sad when that happened because he's just such an amazing person. And I, like many others, have really studied, his mindset trainings. And here's me with Tommy Collier, his director of marketing, actually right here in the office. And what I want to show you, and the reason I show you this, and I show you our big list of all the different people, is to show you that, I know what I'm talking about when it comes to YouTube ads and targeting. And when I say that this strategy is evolving and shifting, this is the exact same thing I'm telling the different clients that we work with from a wide variety of different areas and incredible people. And so again, this is the same strategy we use for ourselves. The 2 Comma Club X Award actually recently got the $25 million award, one of just a few dozen people to get ClickFunnels 2 Comma Club C Award for over 25 million. We got Inc. Number 87 fastest growing company in America in 2021, and then actually beat that in 2022 by getting number 60 fastest growing company in America. You can probably see right behind me, I've got some of the plaques up here with 6,052% growth in 3 years. And the way that that's possible is it's not just finding one strategy and then leveraging that, it's adapting as the strategies evolve. And what I can tell you is this is the biggest evolution of strategies that we have seen on YouTube. And I want to give you a map and compass and show you exactly where to go and exactly where to dig to get the best results on YouTube and find that YouTube treasure that you're looking for. So let's walk you through what you're going to get today. By the way, if you've seen a slide like this before on previous ones, this is updated. What we're going to be showing you is the 7 to 8 figure YouTube ads roadmap, crafting an irresistible script, including for the first time ever, how to film 24 ads in the time it takes you to film 2.5 ads, 2.5 videos, our Alpha AI targeting strategy, our Bullseye optimization system, the omnipresent retargeting machine, and it's also the first time, not just the first time that we're showing your Alpha AI strategy, how to film so many videos in such little time, but also the first time I'm ever showing you our tree scaling strategy that you can use to scale your YouTube ad campaigns to 8 figures. This is the exact strategy, and I will walk you through how that scaling works and break that down. We'll also be showing you the best funnels as well. I'll be showing you step by step exactly how this works live. Now, again, when we present this as a ever webinar, we'll talk about the PDF. Many of you already have access to the PDF. If you don't have this, we'll be sending this over to your email as well. There's our $200 million YouTube ads PDF, which we're updating for our new Alpha AI strategy. That's actually going to be updated within the next week. So pay attention to your emails. You'll get the new Alpha AI YouTube ads PDF as well. Again, like we said, we are going in and diving in and updating. Now, also at the end of the webinar, I'm going to give you an opportunity to book an Alpha AI YouTube ad strategy call with my team. Because this is live, I do want to mention this earlier on because I want to make sure that you have an opportunity to book this before the calls get booked up too fast, especially if you're spending a lot on YouTube ads or you're looking to dive in YouTube ads right now and you need to take advantage of this. I want to make sure that you have an early opportunity to do so. So I'm going to throw this up here as well. I believe you'll be able to see it on the chat or on the side. We'll talk more about this later on, but just so there's no surprises, this is what we're leading to at the end is a complimentary strategy call to dive into exactly how you can use this Alpha AI YouTube ad strategy. We'll talk more about that later on. For now, I want to quickly reintroduce myself. Then we're going to be diving into the meat and potatoes of exactly how this works. Now, many of you and most of you probably already know exactly who I am, but just in case this is the first time seeing me live here, I'm, of course, Alaric Heck, founder and CEO of Ad Outreach. We're here in Austin, Texas. I always say sunny Austin, Texas. I had to close the blinds. It's so sunny out here, right? Just to make sure you'd be able to see my face here. And I started out on YouTube 13 years ago, built up a YouTube channel, AppFind, over 500,000 subscribers. Of course, a YouTube ads expert, thousands of clients, $200 million in client revenue with YouTube ads, well over that now, actually. Scaled Ad Outreach to over 8 figures. And that is exactly what we've done. You can see here, received many industry awards, $25 million, the Inc. number 60, fastest growing company in America. Actually, number 1 fastest growing company in America, in Austin, Texas. So number 1 in Austin, Texas, number 60 in America. We also got listed on Inc. for general excellence in B2B companies, right on the top, one of 4 companies listed for general excellence. Been featured in a variety of publications, news articles, a variety of different podcasts. I love, hopping on podcasts, doing different things like that. And this is the original YouTube channel that I started 13 years ago. So I got my start on YouTube early. And yes, I was pretty young at the time, started out on YouTube, really learned how YouTube worked. And about 8 years ago, dove into YouTube ads, and I've been developing and refining strategies ever since. So a lot of people that you're seeing these days that are started talking about YouTube, they either learned from me at one point, or maybe they picked up YouTube ads in the last year or so when it's gotten hot. And that's one of the things that I've been preaching for a long time is YouTube ads are the best way to get results. What I want to show you here is that what I've been doing is dedicating my entire focus around YouTube and YouTube ads. We've amassed and built a 50-person team. We got, you can see that obviously that's not 50 people. That's 16 or so people that are here in our office in person. And then the other 2/3 of our team are spread out remote across the United States, a couple international people as well. But this is our office here in Austin, Texas. We have a 50-person team. Our mission, just so you know, like what I'm driven by, is to empower businesses to amplify their impact and create a ripple effect on the world. That's what I'm passionate about. And that's what we do every single day. We have clients to come out here. I do big events. I actually had an event out here in Austin just a few weeks ago. And I'm actually speaking literally next week. So instead of Thanksgiving, I'm flying out to Germany. I'm speaking at the largest marketing event in Germany called This Is Marketing. Over 3,000 people are going to be there live. I'm actually keynoting this with Ryan Dice from Digital Marketer, who is also someone I've looked up to for a long time. So it really is incredible to be able to share a stage with him. But the reason I'm telling you all of this is, when Marcel, who's running that event, heard about this new strategy, he needed to have me share this strategy in front of his whole crowd of people out there. I was at TNC earlier this year as well. And the reason I'm talking about all of this is so that you know when you're watching this training that I am credible when I say that I am the YouTube ads expert and I'm showing you the best strategy right now for YouTube ads, which is the Alpha AI YouTube ads targeting strategy. Now, we're going to start off by walking you through how to craft that irresistible YouTube ad script and showing you how to film 24 videos in the time it takes to film 2.5 videos. After that, I'm going to be diving into exactly how the Alpha AI strategy works, diving into that, and then showing you how to scale up your campaigns. And then we're going to be diving into a Q&A at the end. I'm super excited. So I'm going to have a quick sip of water. Then we're going to dive into how to write an irresistible YouTube ads script. Awesome. All right. let's dive in. Let's kick it off. So how to craft an irresistible YouTube ad. What we have created is what we call the value ad, creating a video ad that provides genuine value and incites action, gets people excited to take action and really receiving real, genuine value on the ad. One of the biggest mistakes that entrepreneurs and marketers make when creating YouTube ads is actually providing no value, no real value in the ad. It's kind of like an empty box, right? What you want to do, nobody likes to receive an empty box. What you want to do is you want to provide real value, because people on YouTube are here to be entertained or are here to learn, right? And if you think about this, you probably resonate with this. You're either on YouTube to be entertained or to learn. And what we want to tap into is people who are on YouTube to learn. That's who we're looking to get in front of. People that are in the learner's mindset. What we want to do is we want to create ads that appeal to them, specifically to those people that are in the learner's mindset. So what you want to do is you want to stop throwing content ideas at the wall and seeing if any stick. What you want to do is stop trying to repurpose Facebook ads as YouTube ads, other videos you've done. Oh, I made a video for my business, I'm going to run it as a YouTube ad. That's not the best strategy. You also want to stop starting from scratch, not really having an idea of what you're looking to do. What you want to do is you want to create what we call the value ad, creating a video ad that provides genuine value and incites people to take action. Now, there is a 3-step framework to crafting this value ad: hook, educate, call to action. By the way, I'm going to go a little quicker through the value ad because I do know if you've been watching my trainings before, a little bit of this is a recap, but we actually are adding more value in this. You're going to see in a second. I'm going to walk you through some of our best hooks and some of the ways that you can target this. So the hook allows you to capture attention, prime the viewers for your ad. Educate provides real, genuine value, golden nuggets. And then the call to action is the simple way for them to take action after the video. So as you can see here, this slide has been updated because what I want to do is talk a little bit about a few of the different types of hooks that you can use. So again, the hook's goal is to capture attention and prime the viewer for the rest of your value ad. And there's a few different types of hooks. The first is a pattern interrupt. You want to interrupt them. They're watching the videos, they're watching YouTube. You want to interrupt the flow of what they're doing and get in front of them with maybe a polarizing topic, something that's going to really get them to pay attention. Question hooks, right? What if you could do this? What if you could do that? I love what if hooks because it really opens the imagination of the viewer. And especially if you can combine a what if hook with something that you can actually offer and deliver, it's incredibly powerful. Problem and solution hooks, outlining a problem, mapping out a solution. Funny and clever hooks, you can get really creative with this. Story, case study hooks, and then of course, education and value hooks as well, where you're providing value. Now, you probably remember one of our classic YouTube ads, and it goes like this, and see if you can spot the 2 different hooks that we use. YouTube ads beat Facebook ads every time. Let's face it, Facebook ad costs are going through the roof, and even when you have a great ad, they're almost impossible to scale. Well, in this video, I'm going to show you how you can use YouTube ads to scale your business to 7, 8 figures and beyond. Let's hop over my computer screen and I'll show you exactly how this works. So you see there, I've done that quite a few times, but I actually have 2 hooks in one. The first is a pattern interrupt. YouTube ads beat Facebook ads every time. Captures people's attention. It also pushes people away if they're a bad fit, if they're not interested in YouTube ads or ads. Then it has a problem solution. Facebook ad costs are going through the roof. Even when you have great ads, they're almost impossible to scale. In this video, I'll show you how you can use YouTube ads, problem solution. And so those 2 combined together became our top producing hook that we've run on YouTube. So very, very valuable. We also have another one where I say, this is my $200 million YouTube ads PDF. And I'll show you exactly how you can get it, and then I walk them through the PDF. So that's also more of a value education based hook as well. And it also has a little bit of a pattern interrupt. So once you've captured their attention, the next step is to educate, provide real value, golden nuggets. This is where you're providing value on the ad. Now, the reason we call them golden nuggets is they're small, but they're incredibly valuable, literally worth their weight in gold. That's why they're golden nuggets, right? There's a few different ways to do educate sections, talking head. You could be talking to the camera, have screenshots, graphics popping up over screen. I actually just filmed earlier today our new Alpha AI YouTube ads hooks, and one of the things, and educate sections, new ads. And one of the things that we did was we also filmed the educate sections with me talking to the camera, knowing that we'd put some of the slides you actually see here on screen over me as I talk about the different aspects of Alpha AI. You can also do whiteboard ads, demos, slideshow, computer ads, cinematic, produced B-roll. There's a variety of different ways that you can do this, but what you want to do is provide real value on the ad. Then finally, you have the call to action. And what you want to do in the call to action is it's very simple, just like this. Recap the value of the ad, stack the value of the next step, have the first call to action, add some extra urgency, second call to action, personalization, a friendly push, then third call to action. Then you want to show the landing page for at least 10 seconds so that people have an opportunity to take action. The reason we show the landing page is what we can do is we want people to take action or skip the ad, because action is better than inaction. And more often than not, you're going to get more people to actually click that button when you force them to take action. Otherwise, they're just staring at the same screen for 10 seconds. So that's how you put this together. The value ad, very simple, hook, educate, call to action. So now I'm going to show you something that I've never shown publicly before. Really excited about this. It's our video block strategy. It's something we've been using and our clients have been using to generate 24 video ads in the time it takes to film 2.5 videos. And with that hook, I'm going to have a quick sip of water here. All right. So we're going to dive in and show you how this works. Again, this is the first time actually publicly sharing this. And by the way, don't worry, we're going to be diving into alpha AI targeting in just a second, right after we conclude a little bit on the video side of things. That's what's coming up right next after this. So by the way, when I upload this to Webinar Jam as a live webinar, it does put all the stuff on the slide at once. It's a little anticlimactic. And when I present it as a Google Slides or a PowerPoint, it goes one at a time. But just imagine what we have over here is all of the different hooks. What you want to do is film everything separately. So you want to film hook 1, hook 2, hook 3, hook 4, hook 5, hook 6. Maybe hook 1 is 30 seconds. Hook 2 is 20 seconds. Hook 3 is 35 seconds. Then you're going to film a few different educate sections. Educate 1, you film an educate section. Educate 2, you film an educate section. Then you film a couple call to actions. Maybe you have a webinar. Maybe you have a PDF. Maybe you have another opt-in or something else, another way to sign up and get on your email list and into your funnel. Well, if you film all of these separately, you can start putting them together. One ad is hook 1, educate 1, call to action 1. But then you could have hook 2, educate 1, call to action 1, hook 3, et cetera, et cetera. And so this allows you to create 24 different ad combinations in the time it takes to film 2.5 videos. Instead of filming the entire video, you film them in bite-sized pieces like Lego blocks and then put them together in editing and post-production. This is how we can test so many ads so quickly. What I can tell you is we did this exact strategy literally earlier today for our new Alpha AI webinar once we start rolling it out as an ever webinar to everybody, which is an automated webinar that's not live. This one is live. But when we do a regular webinar, we're going to be rolling that out using a variety of different ad combinations with this exact same strategy. And again, we have some of this stuff in the PDF. We're going to be updating the PDF. Many of you have access to the version 1 of the PDF. We're going to be sending out version 2 the next week or two. All right. You don't need fancy equipment or skills. This is important. You don't need all this fancy equipment. They take away from your message, makes it feel less authentic. You need to be seen as the authentic authority in your space. And that is exactly what you're doing with your ads. And you can do this by filming simple, authentic ads without fancy equipment. You can literally get something like an iPhone gimbal, and they're like $159. They just came out with the DJI Osmo Mobile 6. And you can get this gimbal and record it, and your phone already has really high quality camera that you can use and then stabilize that with the gimbal. If you're outside, maybe add some AirPods or some kind of wireless microphone that you can get for your iPhone, and you're good to go. You don't need fancy equipment. Now, it doesn't mean you can't do fancy equipment, right? And we actually film now on more professional cameras. We've got the full Ronin gimbal setup, but we film it similar to how we filmed in the past. So we're actually doing a Steadicam gimbal, but now with a more professional camera. So it looks more crisp, but it's still moving because you want to get a little bit of that action and feel like the platform you're on. You don't want to have a green screen or a big white screen or big studio for the most part, because those ads feel too much like television commercials, which we've all been trained to tune out. What you want to do is create native ads that feel like the platform that you're on. Now, this is also something that we've been really dialing in and experimenting with YouTube short ads, which we're going to talk a little bit more about later on. I'm really excited about these. But YouTube short ads, they're going to be rolling these out officially in 2023. But there's actually beta ways that you can go in, and there's actually kind of a hack that you can set up YouTube short ads earlier on that we've been implementing with ourselves and our clients. But YouTube short ads, same thing. You want to feel native and authentic. Now, you still want to have the hook, educate, call to action. It's just a lot more compressed. So instead of creating an ad that's a little bit longer, you're going to just compress it all into a shorter 60-second ad and then target it based on the short side of things as well. And using the same audience alpha AI targeting, we're going to be talking about in just a second. Now, one of you or many of you might actually be thinking right now, well, Alrik, this is easy for you to say. Clearly love getting on here on video, hopping on live. But maybe you're feeling like you're not confident in the way that you look or how you sound or something about yourself. And what I want to do is I want to tell you don't need to look or sound or be perfect to create video. And this was me 5 years ago. I was 50 pounds heavier than I am today and wasn't really confident in how I looked. And I almost didn't publish this video. But I'm glad that I did publish it because it became the first $1 million YouTube ad that I had. It didn't matter how I looked, that I was, 50 pounds heavier than I am now. I was overweight at the time, right? It didn't matter. None of that stuff mattered. All that mattered was that I was providing real value. I also knew how to target people, right? And how to make the ad work. I was providing real value and I was being my authentic self. And that's the key. It doesn't matter what you look like. You don't need to be perfect. It doesn't matter what you sound like. It doesn't matter what your ethnicity is, gender, background, how you sound, how you look, your weight. None of that matters, right? All that matters is that you're your authentic self. And we show this through our wide variety of different, clients from all walks of life, all different backgrounds, succeeding on YouTube ads. All that matters is that you be the authentic authority in your ad. You follow that framework. And you also follow what we're going to dive into in just a second, which is our alpha AI strategy. So you can reach those people that are interested in hearing exactly what you have to offer. All you need to do, pick up your iPhone and your gimbal, upload the ad to YouTube, and then follow with the targeting strategy. So YouTube ads have also evolved when it comes to VACs, video action campaigns. This is something that was rolled out about a year ago. Again, we were, on the cutting edge. We were proactive. We were diving in with checklists, all this stuff, step by step, exactly how our clients could take advantage of this. We actually have a few keys to optimizing your ad for VACs. That wasn't the main point of this presentation, but I want to include this. I just want to provide all the value in this big presentation, a lot of value here. You want to add titles to the video, add in a call to action in the title. So you can see here, like link below, using custom thumbnails, adding a CTA to the top of the description, pinning a comment with the CTA. Also, kind of an optional extra is you can optimize your channel. Now, by the way, you don't need a YouTube channel to start running YouTube, you don't need a channel that's established, has a lot of videos to start running YouTube ads. You can start a YouTube ad as the very first video on your channel. But it can help you once you really start seeing traction to start building some other videos, because with VACs, there's an ability for people to click on the video and then see the video watch page itself. So the thumbnail, the title, some of these things that you're adding actually matter a little bit more now than they did a couple years ago. Now, this was the shift that happened last year. Maybe some of you remember some of the trainings that we did around VACs and when that shift happened. What I can tell you is this new shift with alpha AI is even bigger, which also means it's even more of a challenge if you don't know how to utilize it, but even more powerful for those of you that do know how to leverage it effectively. So that's how to craft a winning YouTube ad. Next, what I'm going to do is reveal our alpha AI targeting strategy for YouTube ads and exactly how that works. But here's another quick reminder just at this point to book that YouTube ad strategy call if you want to have our team map out exactly how that can work directly in your business. I'm going to take a quick sip of water, give you an opportunity to scan that QR code or click that link, and then we're going to be diving in and showing you exactly how the alpha AI targeting strategy works. All right, so let's dive in. I'm going to show you our new updated version of our $200 million YouTube ad strategy that we now call the Alpha AI strategy. This is updated for the brand new era of YouTube ads. Now, those of you that have followed me for some time, you know about our 3D YouTube ads targeting strategy. And one of those dimensions was content targeting, targeting your ads specifically in front of videos. That is now gone. So there is now an evolution of our 3D YouTube ads targeting strategy, because this content targeting is being phased out. And honestly, it's going to be fully phased out coming in 2023. YouTube has already announced this. Google has already announced this, and they've made it clear they're not going back on this shift. They are going all in on this change. We'll talk about why in a second and why this is the biggest opportunity for you. But you can see here, the type of targeting you used to run before, content targeting, is going away. keyword targeting, topic targeting, placement targeting, targeting specifically in front of videos. Now, we'll share why in a second. That doesn't mean that keywords aren't important anymore. Actually, keywords are very important, just in a different way. There's a different spot for you to put them in. We'll talk about that in a second. But keywords, placements, topics, those are being phased out. What is being phased in are audience segments and artificial intelligence and machine learning in your ads. Those are being phased in. And there's a few different ways we're going to be breaking down a little bit of what this looks like. But these audience segments in AI optimization are the new focus. So there's 3 new dimensions we're really talking about. First, you got to make sure you have those value add videos. The value add videos itself is really important. The message, the video, that's even more important than ever. We're also going to talk about proactive lead quality. How can you make sure that the leads that are coming in are high quality right when they come in? We're also going to talk about the alpha AI targeting and how that's replacing content targeting and what that's been historically in the past. So let's dive in. We're going to be showing you the alpha AI targeting strategy for YouTube ads and exactly what this looks like. So again, to recap here, YouTube ads are evolving, right? They are evolving. This is the biggest shift we've ever seen on YouTube and YouTube ads. And what I have done and my team has done is innovated new strategies on how to train the AI to actually teach it how to achieve alpha results by training the AI, making your YouTube ads stand out from the crowd, producing the best results, and getting alpha results from everyone else. This is the alpha AI targeting strategy. And now we're going to show you exactly how it works. So first, we're going to dive into the general baseline of how this works and how this functions. Then I'm going to be showing you an advanced version of this strategy that goes even deeper. And so depending on your skill level, what I want at the skill level and how much you're running YouTube ads, I want to encourage you to make sure that you stay throughout, because I'm going to be diving in first into how to leverage these audience segments and the new AI version of YouTube ads. Then I'm also going to show you an advanced strategy that's working better than anything else and is a big part of the strategy we've been rolling out to clients and been utilizing ourselves. So we're going to dive into that. But first off, we got to talk about what these new YouTube ads targeting options are. Like I said, with the way that I upload these to Webinar Jam for a live presentation, it doesn't let me fade in and out things. That's why there's 4 arrows on the screen at once. But in the regular presentation, I would point to the bottom and I would talk about content. So content going away. We already established that. You can't do that content targeting anymore with conversion ads. So if you look at the top, now we're really focused on a few key things. Demographics, we're going to talk about that in a second and dive into how you can leverage that even better. Audience segments, this is the big part we're really going to be focusing on. And then also turning on something called optimized targeting to have Google and YouTube's AI optimize your ads on your behalf while you're running those campaigns. So if we break it down, you can see there's 3 key areas here. Demographics is where you can have that proactive lead quality. The optimized targeting is part of Google's AI. By the way, it's not the only part. They have their AI running in the background regardless with your audience segments. It's just a part of it. It's just easy to illustrate. And then you have audience segments, which is your alpha targeting, where you have the ability to train the AI on who you're looking to target and who you're looking to reach. But again, it's not enough just to know to do that. You have to know how to do it and the best way to do it. And we're going to give you the broad overall strategy and also give you a little bit more of an advanced strategy, because I know there's people from all skill levels that are attending this webinar, people that have never run YouTube ads before, and you're in a great spot because, hey, this is a massive opportunity to jump in on this new strategy and get ahead of all the people that haven't really realized that this shift is happening yet. And then those of you that are already running YouTube ads, right, maybe they're not as successful as you want. This is great news for you because now you can leverage this new strategy and make those ads successful. Or maybe you already have successful ads. You know that everything's changing. You're worried that the ads are going to go backwards when the shift happens. And so you want to make sure that not only your ads continue and survive and do well, but they can also thrive and even do better than what we saw before, which is what we're seeing with this strategy. So let's start off by talking about proactive lead quality. So there's a few different ways to determine this. But when we're talking about proactive lead quality, we want to make sure that the leads that are coming in are actually high quality and they are the people that are genuinely interested in working with your business. So you can see here that you can target based on locations, you can target based on languages. So you want to make sure that you have that lead quality built in to who you're targeting. And the big thing we really want to talk about is household income. And we're going to break that down in just a second. But again, depending on your business, you might change the gender, age, parental status, locations, languages. But what we really want to focus on for lead quality, proactive lead quality, is household income. This is the one shift that I make inside campaigns if they're not performing the way that people want. They come to us, they come to our team, they hop on one of our strategy calls with one of our advisors, and we take a look and we say, oh, wait a second, your ads, you are running lower 50%. You're running in these other areas. You're running unknown household income, but you haven't dialed in some of these top brackets yet. It is a massive opportunity, and it's literally a switch that we can flip like that to increase the quality of your leads. Because this is not zip code income targeting like Facebook is. Facebook, it's zip code targeting. It's not that accurate. You're just targeting all the people in California, basically. With this, you're targeting based on what Google knows about the individual's household income, potential household income. And remember, Google's collecting tons of data. They have Google Search. They have Google Chrome. They have Google Analytics. They have YouTube. They also have, actually, I just mentioned Google Analytics, but Google Analytics is installed, Gmail. The other one I was going to talk about, Gmail. And Gmail is getting all your receipts. There's a reason that Gmail is free. And so they're actually tracking everything here. And so they can pinpoint with scary accuracy what potential household income bracket you're in. So you can target people with top 10%, 11 to 20%, 21 to 30%. Now, if you are in a higher ticket offer, I recommend the top 30%. Now, your mileage may vary, but here's a general baseline overview. If you're selling anything over $100 is the main thing that you're selling, I'd remove lower 50% household income. If you're selling anything over $1,000, I'd do top 40%, over $3,000, top 30%, over $10,000, top 20%, over $20,000, $25,000, do top 10%. Now your mileage may vary, and you might want to add some in if you want to get more scale, or take some away if you want to make the quality a little bit better. But in general, that's where we start our clients when they come in, because again, you want to reach people that can actually afford the products, services, coaching, consulting, whatever it is that you happen to provide and help people with. You want to make sure people are able to afford that. So that's proactive lead quality. You want to make sure that before anything else, the quality of the leads are really valuable. Next, we're going to talk about artificial intelligent AI, the AI optimization that Google is adding in. Now, there's a few different ways that Google's adding its AI, so these are not the only ways. I'm just pinpointing a couple of them for you. One is this optimized targeting. You'll notice, and this is a new option inside of your ad campaigns, and you can actually go in here and choose optimized targeting. Now, Google says that they see on average about 20% more conversions using this optimized targeting. We've actually seen it be even better than that. But this is an option to flip this on and turn this on. Now, it's not the only way that the AI works. It works even without this on, because you can go within those audience segments. What this is doing is it's turning on their AI to give it even more signals, to get even more traffic to your ads based on who they believe is going to convert. It's like creating a lookalike of the leads and the audience that you're already getting while you're running the campaign, and letting Google's algorithm add some extra juice to what you're doing. There's also target CPA bidding. Now, by default, what Google recommends and what they do by default is, maximize conversions, right? So you set up maximize conversions, you have a budget set, and it's going to try and get as many conversions as possible within a certain budget. What we have found is that target CPA, TCPA, actually works better than maximize conversions in most cases. Again, it's not necessarily every case, but in the vast majority of cases. And the reason for that is you can tell Google specifically what you're looking to get or what you're looking to pay per conversion. And Google's algorithm is going to optimize more efficiently to get you to that result. And that's what we see at the end of the day. I'm not saying that's technically how it's supposed to work or how Google will tell you it works. But again, what I'm telling you is what we've seen. And one of the big things that we have is we have breadth and depth, right? So we have thousands of clients that we've worked with. And we also spend hundreds of thousands of dollars a month on our own YouTube ads as well. So we have depth with our own ads, and we also have breadth with all the clients that we work with. So that's how we've developed some of these really powerful strategies. In just a second, I'm going to show you how to set up these audience segments. I'm also going to show you the actual golden nuggets of how to do some of this advanced targeting. But I do want to remind you, because I know we're about to come to the top of this hour, we've got a lot more to cover and a Q&A coming up in a second, but I know some people might have time constraints. Hopefully you're able to stay on because we got so much I'm going to be showing you here live, but I want to make sure that if you are one of those people that has a time constraint, that you book that Alpha AI YouTube ad strategy call with our team to map out exactly how we can implement this strategy into your business. If you're already running YouTube ads, how to adapt and how to actually grow and thrive with this new strategy. If you are not running YouTube ads for the first time, this is a major opportunity for you to hit the ground running with the best strategy that's working right now. All right, so now is the moment you've been waiting for. We're going to dive into audience segments and how these work. We're going to do the overview, the top line of exactly how these strategies work. And then we're going to go down and give you an even more granular strategy. So I promise to dive deep, and I want to over deliver today. I could have just, gone to this hour here. I want to massively over deliver and provide even more value to all of you. I've got a lot more coming. Let me just have a quick sip of water here. 1 second. All right. So audience segments, your opportunity to achieve alpha results. This is what you're going to be able to do, is set up these audience segments. So there's a few different ways that you can go in and set up audience segments. We're going to dive into each of these and what we recommend and how to leverage them the best way. First, there's custom segments. This is targeting people based on search activity, websites that they visited. We're going to dive into this. This is basically custom segments. This is telling Google specifically who you're looking to reach. Now, this is where we're going to spend a lot of our time, is more on these custom segments. There's also data. So this is where you're adding in your own data. We're going to talk about how you can link and fuse YouTube with your Google Ads profile to really get even better results that way. There's also interest and detailed demographics as well, where you can add in-market segments, life events, detailed demographics. We'll give you some examples of just how powerful this is. So let's dive into interest and in-market audiences, detailed demographics. We're actually going to start at that latter one that we talked about, because these are some of the pre-built audiences that Google is giving you. Now, remember, Google's collecting all of this data, and their pre-built audiences are actually surprisingly very powerful. Actually, really unsurprisingly, they have so much data. But usually with ad platforms, sometimes a lot of it comes in these custom audiences. We're going to talk about how powerful the custom audiences are. But Google has some really, really powerful pre-built audiences as well. So you can see here, there's a few. There's in-market audiences, life events, detailed demographics, and affinity segments. So in-market audiences allow you to target people that Google knows is in the market for a specific thing. For instance, in the market for advertising and marketing services, or in the market for SEO and SEM services, right? So you're able to target people that are specifically in the market for these things. So going and targeting people in the market for advertising, marketing services, that's perfect for us, because if somebody's in the market for that, we know that they may be interested in YouTube ads. And you can find in-market audiences for a wide variety of different industries, niches, whatever it happens to be that you're looking to reach. There's a lot of these in-market audiences here, and they actually work quite well because, again, Google's AI has been trained in pinpointing exactly where these people are. Now, you can just see a couple examples here. You can see the advertising and marketing services one, SEO and SEM. By the way, these are impressions. If you see these numbers, you're like, wow, it's a big number. That's a lot of people. It's not people, it's the number of impressions. So the same people are reflected multiple times as how many impressions are possible. They also have affinity segments. You're probably not going to be using these as much unless you're a bigger, broader advertiser, like more mass market, e-commerce, mass market. I think that's not as many people on here right now. But these are big ones like banking and finance, beauty and wellness. You can get a little more granular than that too. But usually you won't do as many of those. There's also some really interesting ones for direct response as well. Life events. You can go in and target people recently started a business, recently graduated from college, or renovating their home, or moving. There's so many opportunities here. And you can also get really granular with these detailed demographics. I'll give you one example. You can actually go in and target parents of kids of a certain age. The reason I'm showing you this is just how much data Google has about every single user. They can go in and you can target parents of teens 13 to 17. And one of our clients sells SAT prep services. And who are they selling to? They're not selling to the teens. They're not selling just to anybody. They're selling to the parents of teens of a certain age. And you can get that granular with your ads on YouTube. So those are the interest, in-market audiences, and detailed demographics. Next, I want to show you how you can leverage your data with your YouTube ads as well. So let's dive into how to leverage your data. There's warm and hot retargeting that you can leverage. Now, warm is people that have visited your website, that have watched your ads, watched your YouTube channel. We'll talk about that in a second. And then hot are all the people that are leads. They've actually already opted in. They've already signed up for something. And then you're retargeting them later on to get them to book a call, to purchase a product, course, whatever it happens to be. And so you can go in and set up this data. They have some of the standard stuff like all converters, website visitors. They have their Google Ads optimized list. You can do app users if you happen to have a website, or app, I mean to say, sorry, a website, of course. But they also have apps if you happen to have an app. You can do customer lists, upload your lists, similar segments. Although they're phasing out similar segments, it's worth noting that as well. But the big one that I want to spend a lot of time on is YouTube users, because there's a big opportunity there. You can actually target people based on viewing your YouTube videos. Now, I want to preface this by saying you don't need a big channel at all to run YouTube ads. You can run YouTube ads from a channel with 0 subscribers, and the only video on the channel is your ad. And honestly, you won't even be able to see it because you'll publish it as an unlisted video, which is what we recommend as well. That's another little side note there. But you have that video. If you do have a YouTube channel, if you have a YouTube channel, you don't need to have one. If you have one, it's a massive opportunity because you can plug that channel into Google Ads and then target all the people that are watching your videos, that have liked any video. You can see here as an example, liked any video in the last 30 days. Well, that's great. These are people that are watching my videos, are engaged. I can exclude anybody that's already opted in. And now I can target all those people to get them to come into my funnel and take action. So you can see here what that looks like. You are literally sitting on a gold mine. If you have a YouTube channel and you are not running YouTube ads to that channel, to the people that are liking, subscribing, and watching your videos, you are sitting on an untapped gold mine, because this is one of the very first campaigns that we will set up when our clients come in. They already have a YouTube channel, and we'll go in and we'll set up these campaigns, and it is a gold mine. Some of the cheapest and highest quality leads, conversions, sales, return on ad spend comes from tapping into this gold mine, the people that are already on YouTube. Like I said, you don't already need to have a YouTube channel. This is just an extra. If you do have a channel, you can really tap into this and tap into this data by plugging it into Google. And so this allows you to really take all the pieces of your ads and putting them together. Another pro tip, by the way, too, is you can target people with your YouTube ads that have viewed your other ads. So if you have a different version of an ad or a different funnel, you can go in and target viewers of your other ads because you know they've watched the ad for a certain period of time. They're at least somewhat interested. Maybe another hook is what they're going to get, what's going to get them to take action. So now we're really going to dive into one of the most powerful parts here, which is the custom segments. This is where you can actually build custom segments in your YouTube ad campaigns. This is a big part of the Alpha AI targeting strategy. A lot of what we're talking about is, but this is where you really can get granular and actually teach the AI who you're looking to target. All right, so let's dive in here and let's talk a little bit about what these custom segment audiences are. So they look like this. This is where Google ads and YouTube ads are going. This is the new era of artificial intelligent advertising, because what you can do is literally put in keywords. Like I said, keywords have not gone away. They've moved, right? So keywords haven't gone away. They've moved. I know obviously we have a lot of people in here from Ad Outreach. We also have people from keyword search as well. We sent out a couple emails to our keyword search list. So there's people who are using that. And you might be thinking, with content targeting going away, well, where do you put the keywords? Like, what's the benefit of finding keywords? Well, they now are actually more important than ever here in your audience segments, your custom segment audiences with this new AI strategy. What you can do is you can target people with interests and purchase intentions based on all the data that Google has. We'll show you how this works in a second. And you can target people who have searched for specific terms on Google and YouTube. So you can target people who have searched for specific terms on Google and YouTube. We'll walk you through that. This allows you to combine YouTube with the AI, with the artificial intelligence, and bring them together. So that's what we're showing you how to do. So let's talk about the custom segments first, the interest and purchase intentions. So this is where you choose that radio button, people with any of these purchase or interest or purchase intentions. And here, what you can do is you can actually start to put in terms that you can link to those YouTube ads to say, if this person is interested in YouTube ads, for instance, Facebook ads, digital marketing, YouTube marketing, video marketing, you can target people that Google knows has those interests and purchase intentions. Now, you might be asking yourself, well, how does Google know that? Well, again, remember, Google has the largest search engine and the second largest search engine, YouTube. So they're collecting all of this data about every user, and they know they have millions of data points. So they know if somebody's interested in YouTube ads, somebody's interested in Facebook ads, you can put these keywords inside of these audiences. Now, one thing I'll tell you is we're going to get into more of an advanced strategy on how to do this in just a second, which you are not going to want to miss. So we want to talk about this, and we're going to talk a little bit more advanced in just a second as well. Now, you can also target people based on Google and YouTube search intent. So you can see here what it technically says is people who've searched for any of these terms on Google. Then it actually lets you put the terms in there. Now, this is, of course, Google, Google, largest search engine in the world, but it's not just Google, it's also YouTube. You notice it said Google, but if you're like us and you get a little nerdy and you read the fine print, it's platforms google.com and YouTube. People have searched for any of these terms on any Google property, google.com and YouTube. So you can target people based on their searches on Google and YouTube with these specific YouTube ads. Now you can start to see why it's so important to have that YouTube keyword research, so you can target people based on what they're searching on YouTube as well. And guess what? YouTube is the second largest search engine, only after Google itself. So now you can notice how these audiences and these specific keywords are a little bit different. This is more built around what people are actually searching. See here, YouTube ads, people searching for YouTube ads tutorial, how to use YouTube ads guide, YouTube ads training. We can target people that have searched for any of these terms on Google and on YouTube recently, and then reach them at the exact right time with that ad. So this is the new spot that keywords are so important in. Now, I know some of you are here from Keyword Search because we sent out an email not just to Ad Outreach, but also to Keyword Search. If you're unfamiliar, by the way, Keyword Search is a software that I co-founded, my CTO, Greg, he's also here in Austin. We put together this software to find YouTube ads keywords and do YouTube ads keyword research. And originally, this was oftentimes for content targeting, so targeting your ads in front of specific videos. But with this new evolution, what we have uncovered is this is the best way to find keywords that you can use inside of your audience segments. By the way, there is a free version, and there's also, of course, our premium version. So you're able to go in and find all of these different keywords and then find how many people are searching that on YouTube or watching videos related to that on YouTube, and then target people based on these particular keywords. What I can also say is we're coming out with some new updates to Keyword Search, really, really exciting, that actually will allow you to build out these custom segment audience a little bit more in depth. So stay tuned for news on that. And we rolled out a YouTube ad spy earlier this year, so you can spy on competitors' YouTube ads as well. It's pretty cool, powerful feature, right? So you can look up, all right, here are all the competitors, here are all the different videos that they're running as ads, even if they're unlisted videos, and then find some of the possible keywords that they might be targeting as well, and then throw those into your audience segments. But that's what this is really about. These are the keyword-based audience segments that you can create. And you can see just how powerful this is. But it's going to get even more powerful in just a second. All right, let's get more powerful here. So you can also target based on app audiences as well, targeting people who have specific apps installed on their phone. This does work a little bit better on Android, I will say that. And we're going to get to the even more powerful one in just a second here. But you can do app audiences. You can see here different apps that somebody has on their phone. This is quite powerful, though, on YouTube, because what we've seen is, again, it's only going to target it based on the people that it knows has these apps or similar apps installed on their phone. So sometimes people ask, well, what about the iOS updates? This is the one thing that the iOS updates can kind of affect, because remember, when we're talking about these other interest targeting, Google has first-party data. The reason that Facebook's run into so many problems is Facebook has third-party data from all these different apps. So the really only one that this will affect is these app audiences, because all of this other data points are from what Google already knows about each user based on their Google searches, their YouTube searches, YouTube watch history, and all the data Google knows about the individual user based on what they've done on their own platform. right? And that's what's so powerful. I'm going to show you just how many data points and signals that they have. But here's another custom segment that you can do called URL segments. You can target people based on whether they visited your competitor websites or similar sites to your competitors' sites. It's really, really powerful. So here is how that works. You can go in here and you can actually target people who browse websites and websites that are similar to, let's say you're targeting people who are looking to lose weight. WeightWatchers.com, Noom, Jenny Craig. You can target people based on their website history and where they're going. It almost feels like this shouldn't be possible, but it is with YouTube. Now, it doesn't just have to be competitors. You can also do this with complementary tools and sites. Think about what sites do my ideal clients use? It doesn't just have to be competitors. Actually, oftentimes it's better if it's not competitors, because then you know they're browsing your competitors and they're kind of shopping around. You want to target people that are looking for complementary tools and sites or using these. I know if we can reach people that are using ClickFunnels.com, Kajabi, Webinar Jam, right? Maybe they're online business owners and they're potentially our ideal clients because they're selling things online, like on ClickFunnels, where they have an online course or coaching program. On Kajabi, or they're doing webinars, right? And they need to get leads for their webinars, like Webinar Jam, right? Whatever it happens to be, we know if they use these sites or similar sites, and Google's really good at knowing these sites or similar sites. By the way, I think they also put that in too. It's a lot of people that are going to these sites, not just similar sites, right? But these URL targeting is really powerful. It's some of the best targeting that's working for us. But we're going to show you that there's another secret way to use this that makes it even more powerful. I know I'm alluding to this, but I got to start with the baseline, and then I'll show you the next evolution of the strategy that really makes it even more of an alpha AI strategy. So this is all the alpha AI strategy, but there's an advanced version I'm excited to dive into, especially since we're here live. So this is leveraging all the power that Google has, all the data that Google has. You might be asking, like, how can they target based on URLs, based on websites people have been on, or based on what they know about people, what they're interested in? Well, remember, Google has collected all of this data, millions and millions of data points on every single user. They know all the Google searches that you've made, right? They know what you searched on Google. They know what you searched on YouTube as well, YouTube being the second largest search engine. They also know all the YouTube videos that you're watching, the videos that you're watching, the videos that you don't watch, right? What are you clicking on? What are you watching? They know the emails that you send, the receipts that get sent back to your emails. There's a reason Gmail is free. Gmail costs Google millions and millions and millions of dollars every single year to maintain. They keep it free because they love all of that data. They're collecting so much data on every single user, and they have Google Analytics. Google Analytics is installed on 55.49% of all websites online. Google Analytics, 55.49% of all websites have Google Analytics. By the way, and it's spoiled again, the grand reveal, because it shows everything all in one, but 55.49%, guess what Facebook has? Yes, that's right, only 11.1%. Is this scientific proof that Google ads are about 5 times as powerful as Facebook ads? I don't know. It might just be. Anyways, I had to throw this in here. Sorry, I promised I wouldn't take too many shots at Facebook in here. You know, don't want to keep beating up on a dead horse here. But again, like I said, YouTube ads have already won. We're talking about the evolution of strategy. But you can just see how much more powerful Google Analytics is. 55.49% of all websites. That's more than half the websites online. Google has all of this data about every single user, and you can use that to your advantage with their new AI and machine learning. So you can target people based on exactly who is your ideal client on YouTube. And that is a big part of how we're using the alpha AI targeting strategy. And so really, again, we're going to be diving a little bit more. We've got some more to dive into here. I've got that golden nugget in just a second. I'm going to be showing you how you can do even more advanced YouTube ads targeting. But I do want to make sure that, again, you have that opportunity to book that Alpha AI YouTube ad strategy call, because what we're going to be able to do is dive into exactly how you can implement this directly into your business. It's adoutreach.com/apply. The QR code is up here. We also will have it popping up above the chat. So now we're going to get a little bit more advanced. And remember, we're going to be doing some Q&A at the end here as well, which I'm really excited about coming up next. But let's get a little bit more advanced. I want to give you a big golden nugget. This is a big part of our more advanced Alpha AI strategy, because now you know all the targeting capabilities that are available to you, right? You know how to target based on different audiences, different keywords all in one. But I'm going to show you one thing, this one shift that you can make that can make all the difference to really achieve even more alpha results. And so this, after so much research and testing a variety of different strategies and diving in, and obviously we're finding the overall Alpha AI strategy, but what we've uncovered is something even greater. And these are single keyword segments. By the way, some people on my team said, Alaric, don't share this publicly to everybody here. I want to provide you massive value. That is what I promised you. I'm so glad and grateful that you are all here live. I really want to provide massive value to you and show you how you can leverage this new era of YouTube ads. And of course, we're going to dive deeper on a strategy call. If you happen to become, a client that comes into our program, we're going to, help you hands-on implement this. But I want to show you what's possible and give you some of the strategies that are working the best right now. And that is this single keyword segment. So you will not hear this anywhere else. This is a cutting edge strategy that is working incredibly well right now for us. This is a big part of our Alpha AI strategy that we're rolling out and that is seeing even better results than our strategies we've run in the past. This is the secret right here. So you can see here that you can go in and target single keywords for your search terms, for your interest and purchase intentions. Now, what you can do is go in and let's just say, for instance, we can target a segment, single keyword ClickFunnels. So what you can do is then I'm targeting anybody who has searched ClickFunnels on Google, but I'm targeting it just on that one search term. What most people do and what Google recommends, right, technically, is you put in a variety of different keywords, but then you don't know, did ClickFunnels work? Did Webinar Jam work? Did Kajabi work? Did this work? Did that work? And you have to have all of them in one audience segment. What you can do here is put in individual keywords and individual URLs, like websites similar to ClickFunnels.com, websites similar to Webinar Jam. By the way, this is a very simple, subtle shift, but it can make all the difference when you're optimizing your campaigns. And yes, take a little bit more time to set up. That's also why a lot of clients choose to work with us to help them set it all up. But this can give you outsized Alpha AI returns and results, because what you can do is you can stack 20 different single keywords, single URLs, all back to back in individual custom segments, single keyword ClickFunnels, single keyword Kajabi, single keyword Webinar Jam, single keyword, single URL, ClickFunnels.com, etc. This is just an example, by the way. You have all of these. These are all, complementary sites that we know if they use these, then they're our potential ideal client. We can take all these and stack them back to back, put them in as different audience segments, and then go in and manually optimize based on which ones work and which ones don't. And so this allows us to get granular optimization directly in our audience segments and achieve even more alpha results. So what I showed you earlier is the multi-keyword approach, which is a general approach. And by the way, we're not just doing single keyword. I want to clarify, we're doing both multi and single because there are benefits of scalability with certain multi-keywords. But with granularity, you can actually get pinpointed and drill down on specific keywords and have them in individual segments, trim the fat, the ones that don't work, that don't produce results within KPI, and then focus on the ones that do. And this can give you outsized returns. And then remember, you're stacking 20, 30 of these in one campaign, optimizing, cutting the ones that don't work and scaling up the ones that do. By the way, there's other ways to go through that process and have it be a little bit more automatic and really dive in that it's going to be too much for me to cover right now. And that's why I'd recommend booking a strategy call. But you can just see how powerful this is. Single URLs, single keywords to manually optimize the segments based on which one's working and which ones don't work. And that can help you achieve these alpha results directly inside your YouTube ad campaigns using our ad outreach strategies that we have developed. And again, when we release the new PDF, we're going to dive a little bit into some of that as well. So stay tuned for that. Now, I want to briefly show you some of the best funnels that are working right now. I'll show you the scaling strategy. Then I'm going to dive into our Q&A in just a second here as well. So let's dive into these best funnels. We're not going to spend a ton of time on this because we've talked a little bit about this before. You're probably familiar. We have our webinar funnel and our VSL funnel, which is kind of here. Add to opt in to webinar to book a call. This is working really well for us. Also, by the way, instead of book a call, you can send it directly to a course, to a product, to a purchase, whatever it happens to be. If you're selling something over $100, or if you're selling something that's high ticket, thousands of dollars, tens of thousands of dollars, whatever it happens to be, going through a funnel like this is going to work really well. PDF funnels are also working great too. We call it the Trojan horse PDF because people opt into the ad, they opt into the PDF, and then we say, great, your PDF is on the way. We delay the PDF, show them our VSL right off the bat, our webinar right off the bat, and then invite them to book a call from there. So they're opting in for a PDF, but we give them a VSL and we send the PDF via email. What we found is this can actually reduce our lead costs by about 40% compared to our webinars and increase our call bookings and applications by 25%. So you can implement a funnel like this called a Trojan horse PDF funnel to actually bring people in. And the reason it's lower cost is because people love that PDF. They're like, oh, I want the PDF. But then they kind of forget what they sign up for. The PDF will come later, but then they're faced now with a video. So instead of having people sign up directly for a training or a VSL, you essentially have a Trojan horse. You have a PDF. They're going to get the PDF later via email, but what you're giving them immediately is a video. Then they're watching the video anyways. All right, now I want to talk about the tree scaling strategy. All right, so the tree scaling strategy is what allows you to scale up your campaigns to thousands of dollars a day effectively without worrying about your campaigns breaking or not getting the results you want. And here's the problem. Most people try to scale campaigns like balloons, right? They just keep pumping them full of money, full of air. They have one campaign pumping it up and up and up and up. But the problem is what happens when you keep scaling campaigns up and up and up without really taking care of them, just putting more and more money into just one campaign? Well, ultimately, those campaigns are going to burst. And that's not what you want, right? That's what happens to balloons. Keep pumping them full of air. Sooner or later, they're going to burst. What we like to do is use what we call the tree scaling strategy. By the way, this is a metaphor, but it really is powerful. And if you understand this, you will understand how to effectively scale ad campaigns to thousands and thousands, if not tens of thousands of dollars per day. And the way that this works is to treat every campaign like a seedling, right? So you're giving it that time, attention, and care that it needs. You're thoughtfully scaling up and building a sturdy foundation for that campaign, not scaling it too fast. You're scaling it over time like a seedling, right? But what you're also doing is you're seeing what worked in that campaign and then creating tree branches from the campaign based on what works. So you find that campaign, that's the trunk of the tree. You keep scaling that over time, but then you create these branches and create another variation, another variation. So if there's certain audience segments that are working, you can create a variation with slightly different audience segments or similar audience segments to the last one. Create another variation, another variation. You're creating tree branches. If you have, a specific audience that works, maybe add different videos in the next one, or a specific video that works, add similar related audiences in the next one. So there's different ways to branch off from that base campaign, create many different tree branches and new campaigns that scale from the base campaign until you have this sturdy tree. You have a sturdy foundation and you have a variety of campaigns all riding off of it. And then what you can do is you can scale this up to effectively make it a whole forest of different campaigns that are producing you results. Instead of scaling one campaign up until it pops, you take a campaign that works, scale it steadily and slowly by giving it time and attention, manually optimizing, and pruning it when it needs to be pruned, then going in and creating variations off of that like a tree to actually go and scale. And that is the tree scaling strategy that you can use to scale up your campaigns. So that's what's really going to allow you to get these leads and sales that you're looking for. So ultimately, here's the big thing to know. YouTube ads are evolving. YouTube ads are evolving. This is the biggest shift that we have ever seen on YouTube. The future is finally here. You can train the AI on YouTube to actually know how to win every single time with your ad campaigns and achieve alpha results by training the AI. And you can do this by leveraging the millions of data points that Google has about every single user. And you can use this to actually make sure that your YouTube ads stand out from the crowd and achieve these alpha results you're looking for. And that's the big part of our Alpha AI targeting strategy for YouTube ads. So now at this point inside of this training, and again, we're going to get the Q&A in just a second, but at this point, you're at a crossroads. There really are two main choices from here after you've learned about our Alpha AI targeting strategy. The first is to try and figure all this out on your own. Maybe you screenshotted a few slides, you scribbled down some notes. You're going to go and try and figure this all out on your own. But the problem is, if you make some mistakes, especially if you're already running YouTube ads, if you're running for the first time, you make some mistakes, you're likely to crash, get in trouble. You don't know exactly where to go or what to do. And so there is an alternative. You are at a crossroads here, and the alternative is to see the future that is possible with this new era of artificial intelligent YouTube ads targeting and say, yes, I want to get in the fast lane and drive to the launch pad where I'm going to be able to get the results that I'm looking to achieve with YouTube ads. And that's exactly what we want to do. We call our YouTube ad strategy call our launch pad, our hypergrowth launch pad call, because we want to launch you to that success with your YouTube ads. And so we want to be that mission control. Now, usually you say mission control is in Houston. I'm going to say it's here in Austin. That's where we are at in Austin, Texas. This is where we have our HQ, our headquarters. We want to be that mission control that is here to help you launch your business to that next level using the Alpha AI YouTube ads targeting strategy and celebrating with you along the way as you achieve those results and scale your business to 7, 8 figures and beyond. And that is what I want us to be able to do here at Ad Outreach. Our mission is to empower business owners like yourself to amplify your impact and create a ripple effect on the world. And the way we do this is by helping empower you to use the best advertising strategy, which is YouTube ads and our Alpha AI targeting strategy. So you should be able to see right now, I believe we already have it up here on the screen. You should be able to see the opportunity to schedule that strategy call. Should be right there in the chat side of things as well. And what you can do is scan this QR code, click the link that's popping up, or go to the URL, adoutreach.com/apply, and book your strategy call with our team, where you're going to be able to meet one-on-one with one of my expert advisors who are going to map out exactly how to install this Alpha AI targeting strategy into your business. As a complimentary call, we want to understand your business, give you clarity on how this works, and map out our strategy. Now, at the end of the call, we may invite you to become one of the new clients that we take on. But here's the thing. We are very selective. Of the calls that we have and the people that book calls, we're really only offering to about 30 to 40% of the people that hop on calls. And the reason for that is we're very selective. We want to make sure that you are a good fit for us, and we're a good fit to help you scale your business using the power of ads. Now, we want to provide genuine value on this call, regardless of whether or not you decide to become a client. So on the call, we are going to be mapping out exactly how this strategy works. By the way, we do have a Q&A coming up next, but I do want to make sure that you have full clarity on exactly how this strategy call works. Now, remember, this call is going to be mapping out exactly how you can use the power of YouTube ads. And when you leverage this, you can expect to see brand new applications, leads, sales coming into your business. Imagine if your calendar looked like this every single day, completely full. You have multiple team members all full with high quality calls. Imagine being able to scale using the power of our $200 million YouTube ad strategy, our Alpha AI strategy, and this new evolution of YouTube ads that we have created. That is what is possible when you book this YouTube ads strategy call using this link right here on the screen, using this QR code. Now, we do have limited spots available. We also have Thanksgiving coming up soon as well. So it's really important to book that call soon so that you're able to meet with our team and we can hit the ground running and get you access to this new strategy so you can take advantage of this now so you're not left holding the bag in the future. What we want to do on this call is 3 main things. First, we're going to analyze your business. All of the people on the call, our advisors, are handpicked by me because they know how to really analyze your business, understand where you're at now, the roadblocks you're currently facing, and how to get where you want to go, where your goal is, using the power of YouTube ads in as little time as possible. We want to condense that time for you. Our goal is to give you crystal clear clarity on exactly what you need to do to make your YouTube ads convert using our Alpha AI strategy step by step, give you clarity on what you need to do. Because I get it. You attend webinars, presentations like this, things can be overwhelming. Or maybe you're hearing other people talk about doing different strategies or different things, and it can be hard to know what to do. When what you really need and what you crave is to talk with someone one-on-one who can give you clarity on the strategy that's going to work the best for your business. And then the third component is to build you a custom YouTube ads roadmap to make it simple and easy, step by step, to follow exactly what you need to do to implement YouTube ads directly into your business. Now, this is a one-on-one call with one of my expert YouTube ads advisors. They're going to be able to meet with you, and I want this to be the next most valuable hour you spend on your business. You can see here, based on this presentation, I lead with value. I love leading with value here, providing massive amounts of value. We've got a Q&A coming up next. I'm going to deliver even more value here on the Q&A. But what I really want to emphasize is, what I want to emphasize is this call is also about value as well. We want to understand your business, give you clarity, and then map out a roadmap, whether or not you choose to work with us, or if we decide that you're a good fit to work with us as well, because again, we'll only take certain clients on. Regardless of that, I want this to be the most valuable call you spend on your business, because we're going to map out exactly how this strategy works. Whether you're currently running YouTube ads and you have ads that are going, if they're working or not, right, and you want to adapt to this new strategy, have those ads perform even better, or if you're brand new to YouTube ads and you're excited to seize this opportunity, because this is a great launching off point, because YouTube ads are evolving and you can get in on the ground floor. Regardless of your skill level, this call will be the next most valuable hour you spend on your business. And you can go to adoutreach.com/apply. You can scan that QR code to go ahead and schedule that Alpha AI YouTube ads strategy call. So now the Q&A is going to be coming up next in just a second. We're going to be diving into the Q&A. So make sure that you start loading those questions right up here in the chat, in the Q&A box. I've also got my team members as well here to assist, here to help out. Want to make sure that I can answer some of these biggest burning questions that you have. Also, remember, the Alpha AI YouTube ad strategy call is another opportunity to get your questions answered as well. Now, again, in the normal presentation, I would dive deep into all the different testimonials, case studies, all the results that we get. I think at this point, you know the value that we provide our clients: 4x return on ad spend, 5x ROAS, all these people saying incredible things about us. All these are videos up on our website. We actually redid the website recently, adoutreach.com. $100,000 with only $10,000 ad spend. Jonathan Kirshner, Tim Standers scaling to $1 million a month. Cole Gordon going from $600,000 to $3 million a month with his YouTube ads. You can see all of these different people that have used YouTube ads. Donna, $115,000, 2 months, right? Again, in the other webinar, I dive a little bit deeper. A lot of you already know some of this. Had the opportunity to work with incredible people, incredible businesses like Bob Proctor, the Proctor Gallagher Institute, and literally thousands and thousands of companies, actually including ClickFunnels for their ClickFunnels 2.0 launch, helping them, ClickFunnels themselves, with their YouTube ads, which is really powerful and really exciting to actually work directly with ClickFunnels team and their marketing department. So booking that YouTube ad strategy call, I highly recommend doing this. This is your opportunity to meet one-on-one. I'm going to be answering Q&As, but there's only so much we can go in depth. This is your opportunity to meet with our team, to map out exactly how this can work in your business. I want this to be an incredibly valuable call for you. That is exactly what we're going to do. Adoutreach.com/apply. Click the link, scan that QR code, book that call. So just to sum up here, and then we're diving into Q&A, because I like to tie this off with a little bow here. YouTube ads are evolving. This is the biggest shift that we've ever seen. Content targeting has been phased out, the type of targeting that you saw before. And if you use that type of targeting still, you risk getting left behind when this shift is mandatory, which is coming up. Audience segments and AI is being phased in. All the data points that Google has, everything we showed you, being able to leverage this using the power of YouTube and YouTube ads. This is the biggest shift we've seen on YouTube, and it is a massive opportunity for you to evolve your business and win, regardless of where you're at on your YouTube ads journey. If you're a complete beginner, first time going in, great. You have a massive opportunity here. And if you're advanced and you already have ads that are working well, you cannot afford to not be proactive about these changes, because Google will shift you over in 2023 if they haven't done so already. And if you're somewhere in the middle, this is a great opportunity for you to get good fast and get great fast, because these new changes are here and available for you. So we want to help your YouTube ads stand out from the crowd. Online advertising shifting towards this artificial intelligence, machine learning. The future is finally here. Google's AI is here right now, and you have an opportunity to harness this using the power of YouTube, using the power of Google's AI, training the AI to achieve alpha results by training it on exactly who you're looking to reach, so you can win every single time. YouTube ads and AI coming together. That is our Alpha AI YouTube ads targeting strategy. And now we're going to be diving into the Alpha AI Q&A. Last opportunity here before we dive into the Q&A. Book that Alpha AI YouTube ad strategy call. I know, again, I'm not looking at the screen right now, but we're predicting with the number of people that are on here live and the people that are on here, I know that those calls are going to get started to get really booked up fast. So make sure you get an opportunity to book that strategy call, because you're at a crossroads. You can choose to try and figure it out on your own. You can risk your business on figuring it out on your own, or you can decide, I'm going to the future. I'm going into the fast lane. I'm going to get on that launchpad call and figure out how to take my business to the next level with a team that cares and is going to help me achieve those results, scale my business where I want to go, celebrate when I win, scale to 7 to 8 figures and beyond. And that team to support you is here at Ad Outreach, my team. You can book that strategy call, clicking that link, scanning that QR code, or in the description. All right, now it is time to dive into our Alpha AI YouTube ads Q&A. I'm going to have probably 2 sips of water because I've been talking a lot here. And then I'm going to be pulling up the chat and the Q&A, and we are going to be jumping in. I see so many people who are commenting here in the chat, which is awesome. I see a bunch of Q&As. I'm actually going to go straight to the Q&A section, and I'm going through and taking a look at some of these, and we're going to be answering some of these questions here. I'm not sure if the top of I think the top is newest. We're going to be going through and answering some of these questions and going through one at a time. So let's dive in. All right, so somebody asked, oh man, they're coming in fast. I might need to start at the bottom here. I'm going to actually start at the bottom and scroll up. So the oldest question will go to some of the newer questions here. I want to make sure we have an opportunity to answer all of these. So question from, so somebody said, Baltazar says, thank you so much. Paul Sterling asked, I have a YouTube content video that has been seen 6.7 million times about intimacy relationship coach. He's a relationship coach. Haven't figured out how to monetize it yet. No, it sounds super dumb. Well, okay, so there's 2 things. One, monetizing that. So there's a way to monetize that, and you can actually monetize that by joining the YouTube Partner Program. Now, you might not have enough subscribers or viewership hours. You need a certain amount of subscribers and viewership hours to join the Partner Program. I believe it's the 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 viewership hours. They change that sometimes. So you can join the Partner Program to get ad revenue from that. But in terms of monetizing it, it's not about ad revenue. It's more about actually getting people to go in and that are watching that video and actually targeting them with ads. So what you can do is set up your Google Ads account, link it up with YouTube. This is the Your Data we talked about. Link it up with YouTube, and then set up an audience bucket in Google Ads for anybody that has viewed the video, anybody who's liked the video, and anybody who's shared the video. Do 540 days, 90 days, and 30 days. Then take those buckets and start targeting them with YouTube ads that you can create for your relationship coaching business. By the way, Paul, you sound like the perfect type of person that we can help. I would recommend hopping on a strategy call. And again, we're going to provide you value regardless of whether or not you become a client. Like, hop on that strategy call. We'll give you the exact action plan, exactly how to do it. Awesome. So let's dive in. Baltazar asks, all right, thank you for that advice. Would you recommend any other marketing that is not digital marketing? It's great question. I mean, really, YouTube ads is the best strategy that we have found and utilized. And I also am going to be a little bit more selective here. Also, Lauren, if you could help kind of weed out a couple of these questions. I got Lauren on my team. She's fantastic going through. And if you kind of help weed out some of these. So we're going to be going through here. Really appreciate that, Baltazar. I would recommend YouTube ads. And obviously, you do direct mail. That has a good opportunity as well. But YouTube ads is just going to have the best outsized return. Like direct mail is really the only one I can think of outside of that. All right, perfect. Let's go in here. All right. Do you suggest putting all these custom segments in one campaign or multiple campaigns for the URL? Okay, so there's two questions. This is great. So Muzaffar asks, do you suggest putting all these custom segments in one campaign or multiple campaigns? So you're going to want to have a few different audience segments in each campaign. So if you have multiple keyword audience segments, we recommend typically an average of 5 to 7 audience segments in a particular, or 3 to 7, average of being 5, I mean to say. In a particular campaign. So about 5 audience segments with multiple keywords or multiple URLs. If you're doing single URLs and single keywords, then what we'd recommend is doing about 20 to 30 different single URL or single keyword audiences per campaign. So typically you're going to end up with about 30 or so keywords anyways. If you think about it, if you have 5 multi-keyword audiences that each have 5 keywords or URLs, then you're kind of taking 25, but you're just putting them together. If you have 30 or 25 different individual audience segments, you also have 25 keywords that you're targeting. That's typically what we recommend. That's what we found works the best. So hopefully that answers that question here. And then the second part of the question is, for the URL targeting, do you think it would work if we drop a link of our competitor's YouTube channel? So on the YouTube channel side, that's more for placement targeting. What I would do, it doesn't necessarily work with the back end long tail version of the keyword or of the URL. It's typically the baseline URL, so the specific website itself. There are instances where it can work with root domains, so like app.clickfunnels.com, those types of things can work. But in terms of the slash at the end, like a user on YouTube, that typically doesn't actually work as well because they're just seeing it as YouTube itself. But what you can do is you can take the competitor's names, so the name of that channel, the name of that business, and put it into one of two things, either interest audience, so Google knows they're interested in them because they know the people they're subscribed to, people that they're watching, or in the custom search audience, right? Search intent audience based on people that have searched for that person on Google, search for that person on YouTube. So hopefully that answers that question. All right, do you suggest putting all these custom segment audiences? Okay, that was the same question. Or somebody asked the same question. What will be the monthly cost to work with us? It really just depends on your business, what you're looking to do. I'd recommend hopping on a strategy call at outreach.com/apply. We'll point you in the right direction. We also have additional free trainings as well. So that we might even say, hey, this is what you need. And then we also have, our different ways to work with us, have us hands-on, help you set it up. It really just depends on exactly what you need in your business. That's why we want to hop on a strategy call to understand where you're at, map it out, and help you learn the strategy, set up a roadmap, and then what that would look like. All right, the next question that I see here, can you briefly explain the branching part of the tree strategy again? Great question. So when you're targeting the tree scaling strategy, what you're looking to do is, and let's, here, I'm actually going to switch back to, I'm going to turn off this screen. I think at this point, you guys, last chance to scan the QR code. I'm going to sip of water, last chance to scan the QR code. I'm going to make myself bigger, and then you'll still have an opportunity to click the link. I just feel like I'm over in the corner over here. So let me stop the slide presentation. We're going full screen again. All right, now I'm going to go back over to the chat. Excellent. You can see my whole desk over here. New addition, my little astronaut guy. All right, let's dive in. So let's take a look here. All right, the tree branching. Oh yeah, that's why I went to full screen. So the way that this strategy works is instead of scaling up campaigns like a balloon, right, pumping it full of ad spend, pumping it full of dollars, what you want to do is scale it up like a tree. So you want to actually be more intentional about scaling up the campaign and putting more ad spend into it over time, and also trimming it to make sure that you're cutting anything part of the campaign that's not working. So you have a specific audience segment. If it's a multi-audience segment or a single keyword, it doesn't really matter. Whatever audience segment isn't working, you're going to trim the fat, get rid of those. Then you're going to scale up the campaign as you've cut what doesn't work. So the campaign gets bigger and bigger. You're now building a baseline of the tree. The next step is to create other campaigns off of the tree like branches. So this is not that one campaign. You're still scaling that main campaign. That's the branch of the tree. That's kind of the trunk of the tree. But now you're creating a second campaign and a third campaign and a fourth campaign, 3 more campaigns, 3 different tree branches based on variations of the first campaign. You'll literally duplicate, clone the campaign, go in and just change one variable. So it's a tree branch, right? So it's, you got your main campaign, you're scaling up. You're not pumping it too fast like a balloon. You're scaling up slowly. You're making sure to optimize the campaign. Then you have a branch. Let's say one branch is the exact same thing, but now with some different audience segments. So same general targeting demographics, same video ads, those details. Now you just have slightly different audience segments. Maybe you have another version, same audience segments, but different videos. You now have some different videos you're testing. And you have another version that maybe has the same videos, the same audience segments, but now you're targeting only higher income earners or people in a different region, or maybe you're going to EU or Canada, right? So you're expanding your campaign in different directions, creating just 1 degree of separation from that initial campaign that worked, cloning it and creating new tree branches. And then from those, you can create more and more tree branches. That's the best way to efficiently scale a campaign, is with the tree scaling strategy. All right. So then somebody asked here, what's considered good CPM, click-through rate, cost per click, low dollar, mid dollar, high dollar offers? It really does depend on your niche. It really does depend specifically on the industry, how you're setting up your campaigns, the type of funnel you're sending your campaigns, your people to. Again, if you're high ticket or low ticket, you basically, kind of ask for the breakdown of every single one. What I recommend doing is hopping on a strategy call. We can map out some KPIs that you're going to want to look at for your business. But here's what I'll say. Anybody out there that's telling you this is exactly what your cost per click is going to be, what your click-through rate is going to be, what your lead cost is going to be, right? They either are just telling you what you want to hear, right? Or possibly trying to deceive you, or they're not as good of an expert because you really can't give the answer to that question without like a ton of follow-up questions. I remember one of my advisors asked me this because somebody's like, or what's all these details? Like, what exactly can I expect to see when I run YouTube ads? And, they were kind of confused that we wouldn't give them an answer, because here's the thing. We cannot predict exactly what your campaign, exactly where it's going to be at, because there's so many variables. Now, we can give you a baseline of what we look for and certain click-through rates that we're looking to achieve, some of those things. And that's a little bit of what you're asking. But you won't know exactly what the cost per lead is, exactly what all the different details are, because there's so many variables, so many factors. What we can do, though, is get you closer to that when you hop on a strategy call. So hopefully that makes sense. But again, what I will say is we'll get the best results that are going to be available for your particular industry, your particular niche. But again, it's really going to depend on a variety of variables, including, you mentioned low dollar, mid dollar, high dollar offers. There's a lot of variety there. All right. What about driving traffic to freemium apps? That's actually a part of my my history. I started out originally, before it was ad outreach. We had the early days was app outreach. I was doing YouTube ads for mobile apps. And that's kind of how I got into it. Because originally my YouTube channel, AppFind, reviewing mobile apps, grew to 500,000 subscribers. One day I had a particular app that said, hey, can we run an ad on your channel or sponsor your channel? And not run an ad, sorry. Can you post a video about our app on your channel? I promote them in a video, does well. And they're like, great. Can you post a video again? I say, hey, well, it doesn't really work like that. You don't want to post the same video twice. You'd just be wasting your money. They want to pay me again. I said, well, what if we take that money, we put it into an ad? And we ran an ad, $500 1 week to get 11,000 users. They're blown away. And then from there, I created originally app outreach. I was doing YouTube ads for mobile apps, drove millions of downloads. Then I eventually, evolved into ad outreach, working with businesses, wide variety of different companies. Now focus more on the lead side, and a lot of people that have, ClickFunnels style sites and companies. But we still have a deep knowledge of how to target freemium apps and YouTube ads as well. So I would recommend for that, either hopping on a strategy call. We also have, some content that can dive a little bit deeper into that too. That's a little bit of my background on the app side, but you could definitely target apps It's a different type of targeting setting within your campaigns. All right, Pedram asks, tree scaling strategy. Finding a great campaign worked before, use it as a base, create variant. Okay, so somebody was answering the question for somebody else, so thank you. All right, so you mentioned something about Google slowly moving away from content targeting. Can you elaborate? All right, I did say that. I said it multiple times. By the way, this might have been earlier on in the presentation, so, but I will elaborate there. Content targeting is targeting your ad directly in front of other videos. So taking your ad, targeting videos, or targeting keywords, which is collection of videos. So any video that has this as a keyword, or targeting topics, which is, Google's pre-built collection of videos, like any video on marketing, any video on sales, any video on weight loss, whatever it is, right? And so targeting in front of that. They have announced that is being completely phased out and completely removed coming in 2023. Certain accounts are already seeing it being phased out, and it is going to be completely gone in early 2023. And so that's what we're talking about, which means if you're using that old type of targeting, you need to switch over to this new type of AI targeting strategy that we talked about, the Alpha AI targeting strategy. Best thing to do, I would recommend booking a strategy call, and we can dive deeper into that. All right, next question from Elaine asks, what exactly is AI targeting? There's targeting because there's targeting that were already available, weren't they? Okay. Great question. So many of these targeting options were already available, but what Google is doing is they're doubling down on this with the way that audience segments work. So they shifted these over about a year ago, and they've been slowly doing this to this audience segment format. And they've been rolling out more and more types of audience segments. So that's how we've been able to cultivate and develop this strategy. The strategy is not itself completely brand new. However, content targeting shifting away, and the way that we're using the strategy, not just multiple keywords, but also single keywords and manually optimizing. And some of the strategies that we talked about, instead of rehashing the whole thing, the way that we're leveraging this is new with our Alpha AI targeting. So what we've done is we've taken everything that Google and YouTube ads has available to us right now, and we have developed a new Alpha AI targeting strategy that you can use to pinpoint your ideal clients. So hopefully that makes sense there. But again, it's not like YouTube scrapped everything and everything is new. YouTube has added new elements. They're taking away things. And then there's also things that have been here already that we've figured out how to leverage in this new era of artificial intelligent advertising. That's the way I would answer that question. All right. Okay. By the way, I don't think so. I would remove our moderators. Can we remove these Discord links? These Discord links are not us, so I don't know where that's coming from. But just letting you guys know, somebody's asking about Discord. That's not us. All right. Let's dive into this. Okay. Do you have a video training course that teaches us how to do your strategies ourselves? So we have our. You can hop on a strategy call at outreach.com/apply. You can book that strategy call. We're going to dive into exactly how to map this out for your business. Now, there's different ways to work with us, hands-on, and we also have a YouTube ads course as well, and that is going to be equipped with our Alpha AI targeting strategies. That's really exciting. It's going to be a new way to kind of work with us. So I'd recommend scheduling a strategy call, and we'll help you map out what's going to be the best fit for you. Do it yourself or have us help you hands-on. What I can say is the best way to get results is to work with our team hands-on so we can help you set up step-by-step. But I had to see a couple people asking, do you have a course on this as well? Again, the hands-on done with you process is what we recommend, because you can have somebody on your basically there with you each step of the way, helping you implement this. We'll walk you through what that looks like. We also do have a course option that might be a better fit for you. But again, at outreach.com/apply, the link should be popped up here, and you can hop on and discuss that. All right. Let's see here. Okay. So what is the huge AI strategy? Okay. Let me see here. Can I apply this to final expense and health insurance? Yes, you could definitely use this for health insurance, final expense. We have clients that are in the health insurance industry, and you can get really cost-effective leads using this strategy. Home services business, same thing. Again, you can use this exact same type of strategy. Somebody just asked, does this mean that some of the trainings in your Kajabi portal, if you're already a client, might not be as effective? Now, here's what I will say. If you're already a client, you should have received access to a brand new 2023 YouTube ads targeting strategy update directly in your Kajabi portal. And Active clients, because I know some of you have the updates. So the update will be sent out. Check your email for that. You can always email in, the support email address if you're currently a client. We actually had another live webinar, I believe 2 weeks ago, where we dove into exactly how to transition this over. And then those of you that are active clients, our team is standing by to help you transition your campaigns over to the new strategy. There's actually a way to seamlessly transition existing campaigns to this new strategy by converting the keywords you're already using into audience-based targeting keywords and then and campaigns. And then there's also a way that we can help you identify and craft brand new targeting for your ads. So if you're a current or existing client, you may have missed some of those emails. We had a whole nother live presentation. You have access to that replay. You have access to the training updates. And then if you're an active client, you have access to our team to help you each step of the way. And if you're not currently an active client, book a call at outreach.com/apply or email into the support link, and we'll have a special opportunity for you to dive in and us to help you hands-on again to implement these new strategies. Excellent. Okay. So a couple people asking, running ads for some of these businesses, implement YouTube ad strategies. Let's see. I mean, yeah, these are some of the best strategies that we're going to be able to help you implement. So feel free to schedule a strategy call. Some of these are better to answer on a strategy call. Great presentation, lots of value. How fresh and small businesses do you work with? Do you work with many solopreneurs? Yes, we work with a wide variety of different businesses, from solopreneurs to 9-figure companies. Even ClickFunnels themselves, right? So, but also a lot of the people that you saw at the end of the presentation, I went a little bit quicker through them because I wanted to get to this Q&A. I want to be able to dive in. By the way, we'll go a little bit more than this hour. I want to answer questions. I want to over deliver here. I'm going to keep answering questions. You guys keep having questions. We're going to keep diving in here. But the best way to really get a full understanding is to book a strategy call. But yes, we work with solopreneurs. We work with entrepreneurs that are individually, working on their businesses. That's how I started out originally. Now we have a team of 50 people, and that's how many of our clients start out with. I mean, you take Jared Ernie, for example. He, started off himself, solopreneur, working, helping local businesses with their marketing, helping them with their Google profiles. We helped them build out, and within just, I believe it was 6 weeks, he made over $30,000. Then he was able to scale up to, I believe he's about to be at that 6-figure a month mark, and really just building him up within our strategies on YouTube ads, reaching new clients, helping him also with his offer and the way that it works. So now he's bringing on team members. He was able to, actually get an RV, travel around the country. So all kinds of different business owners, including solopreneurs, scaling up to very high degrees. So absolutely. All right, let's dive in here. And by the way, when you go to adoutreach.com/apply, and I think if you scroll down, you can see some of the case studies and testimonials. In our regular webinar, we play a whole reel where you can see the wide variety of people that we work with. All right. So some people are asking about the investment to work with us, some of these different things. Again, it does depend on on exactly how you're looking to work with us. We have YouTube ads, omnipresent retargeting, we have hands-on, we have other opportunities to work with us, more on course format. The best thing to do, adoutreach.com/apply, and we can walk you through that, show you exactly how this works. All right. So somebody asks here, okay, can you open, can you open a calendar in November? That's Neil S. We have some of our team members in the chat. If you connect with a team member, or you email hello@adoutreach.com, we can support you to open up some of those later times. It's just the calendar settings, the way that it works. And I know there's a little bit of a limited availability there. All right. When you start a new account, how many ad creatives, targeting types, and quantity per type and budget per day do you guys use? And what are you looking for to disqualify non-working ads? Okay, great question. You know what? I'm going to answer this a little more in depth. So let's dive in. So when you're launching a campaign, here's what I'd recommend. I would take 6 different ads, put that in. I would take, again, like 5, 6 different audiences if they're multi-keyword, or 20 to 30 single keyword audiences, right? So ultimately you end up with around 20 to 30 keywords total, whether they're in 5 audiences of 5 keywords each, or you have, 20 to 30, single keyword audiences, about 5 to 6 different videos. And then I would start that campaign, depending on your budget, at either 25, 50, or 100 or $200 per day? I know that's a broad answer, just depends on your budget. If your budget is a little bit lower, you might start at $25 or $50 a day on a campaign. If your budget's higher, like you're like, hey, we've got $1,000 a day to spend right now, which again, not all of our clients, we have clients that are solopreneurs, they're starting at $25 a day campaigns or $50 a day campaigns. And we have clients that are like, hey, like I want to spend $1,000 a day, like now, let's go. And they'll start higher. What I would recommend though, is usually I don't recommend starting higher unless you already have knowledge of what campaigns work, because I'm a big fan of efficiency and you got to collect data. You got to learn what works, what doesn't work, and then scale up from there. So typically, just in general, let's say there's no extra stipulations where somebody's like, I need to have a smaller budget or I want to spend a lot right off the bat. I would typically do $50 a day on a campaign. So start off with $50 a day. And then I would do 6 videos. I would do, 5 multi-keyword segments or 20 to 30 single. And then what I'd be looking for is, again, it depends on your business. I can't tell you the best, cost per click or CPA or those things because I don't have all the details of your business. I book a call to figure out, what makes the most sense for you. But again, I would be looking for really typically what you do too is you test a few different things and then you try and beat the control. So if this campaign is producing leads at a lower cost and you get more conversions than this one, then you cut this one, you try another one. This one does better, and you cut that one, you try another one. And that's if you had only 2 campaigns, you really want to have multiple. And it's kind of like a ladder. Each campaign, you start doing better and better, and you just cut the fat. And then overall, the cream, the best campaigns, they start rising, and you have the best campaigns left over. All right. Would it be ideal to use YouTube ads if you want to target people that are 64 years old and in 2 or 3 zip codes? In one of your slides, you had 50 to 64 and 65 plus. I only need people at age 64. So now that has a very specific question. Again, I would go to adoutreach.com/apply. Now they have brackets. So if you only need 64, you would technically do 50 to 64. Off the top of my head, what I would do is I would probably create a custom audience built around the fact that they are 64. And I don't know. I would need to see. That's an interesting one. I like receiving. It's kind of like, I don't know if anybody's ever seen. I don't watch a lot, but like at one point I went and saw, it was in Las Vegas. I saw Penn and Teller. Amazing job. They have a TV show called Penn and Teller Fool Us. And they're like, oh, we want people to go and fool us. Magicians to go and fool us because they've seen every magic trick, so they very rarely get fooled. So most of the time they're not fooled. When they're fooled, it's really exciting. So it's kind of like me. It's like, I know how to target all these different things, but sometimes you get a specific question like, I actually enjoy it. I'm like, that makes me think. I would need to take a closer look at Google, at YouTube ads and targeting options to figure out how to target that. But I'd be up for the challenge. And you can also target 2 or 3 zip codes, 100%. So you can target those 2 to 3 zip codes. You can definitely target people 50 to 65 and get people 64 in between. What we would need to do is figure out a way to target the audience segment based on 64. If you're talking about kind of like retiring soon or getting benefits soon or something like that, I don't know the details of your business. You might be able to get specific keywords based around that. I would schedule a strategy call, and my team will probably be just as eager to dive in and kind of map out what that would look like with you. All right. Somebody's saying spend about $1,000 to $2,000 a week in TikTok ads. Want to move to YouTube. Have about 1,100 subs on YouTube. Can you guys help, or am I too small? No. That's perfect. You're spending $1,000, $2,000 a week in TikTok ads. What we can do is we can help you know how to do that over on YouTube. And 1,100 subs on YouTube. You'd be surprised, even with 1,100 subscribers on YouTube, with however many views you have, you could be sitting on a mini gold mine. I'm not going to say it's a massive gold mine because the channel isn't as big, but you could be sitting on people that you can start targeting right away. You have subscribers, you have viewers. Remember, it's not just targeting subscribers. You can target anybody who's viewing your videos. So you have warm traffic off the bat. It's kind of like having people already visiting your website. You have people that are interested. You can now target those people. You also have TikTok ads running, so we can show you how to target all the people that are landing on your page as an early warm traffic campaign on YouTube. But then we can start setting up the campaigns for YouTube. So not too small. You can definitely hop over. And by the way, if you have questions like that, definitely hop on a strategy call. But Oscar, feel free to hop on the strategy call. All right. Somebody had a question about the YouTube Ad Spy tool that we have on keyword search, showing specific types of ads. I would email in to the support email. Actually, I think it's Greg's direct email, greg@keywordsearch.com, my CTO over there, and he can help you out with that. Super responsive. We also have a support admin helping him out as well, so you either get him or her. and they can help you on that and help you get squared away. All right. Tulani asks, can your strategy be used on a campaign without a goal guidance on YouTube? So the goal guidance, you're going to be setting up as a lead campaign. You can use this strategy without a goal guidance. You can use this strategy targeting CPV. You can also do without a goal guidance as well, and set it up as a conversion campaign using this type of strategy. So you don't need a goal guidance to use the Alpha AI targeting strategy and to optimize for conversion-based ads. However, it just depends on what you're looking to do. I recommend booking a strategy call. Again, we'll take a look at what you're looking for, but you don't need to set a goal guidance. You can do custom conversions. Absolutely. If I have a website, a YouTube channel, and 2 social media, Facebook and LinkedIn, also a very specific target audience, in a small financial niche, am I a good candidate? I'd say yes. If you're a small financial niche, you have a specific audience, you have social media, Facebook, LinkedIn, you don't need a YouTube channel right off the bat. But I don't know for sure. So I'd hop on adoutreach.com/apply. You sound like somebody that should definitely hop on, apply. I'm not going to disqualify right off the bat. But the thing is, people are going on YouTube to figure things out, and they're looking up finances on YouTube. It's where people are going. They're in the learner's mindset. So I'd highly recommend going on there. Is there a way to get a recorded version of this webinar? I believe we're going to be sending that out as a recorded version afterwards. So yes, you'll be able to get a replay, and glad you're able to be on here live. But again, I'd recommend adoutreach.com/apply. Don't just rely on the recorded webinar. I highly recommend seeing how we can help you with this. All right. Somebody's asked about drop shipping businesses. Now, one thing I will say with drop shipping is typically that's not typically the type of client we take on hands-on. We do have a course that can work well for drop shipping. And the reason for that is you have to really have your margins dialed in with drop shipping. So we're typically going to work with businesses that have a little bit more of that established scalability. We work with a lot of coaches, consultants, course creators, experts, authors, speakers. We work with a lot of higher ticket businesses, people looking to get leads and sales, fill up calendars, phone calls, higher priced items, and brands like you saw. So again, that's going to be more for the hands-on, but we do have a course as well that can work really well for drop shipping. So again, you can go to adoutreach.com/apply. And we can point you in the right direction based on what you're doing. But that is a good example. Again, like I said, we're not necessarily working with everybody here on the hands-on side, but we have strategies that can be applied to any business. Drop shipping, you just have to have your numbers dialed in, because it is a kind of a red ocean, a lot of competition there. Okay. Alric, do you agree that a great video full of value can be a huge visual real estate for many years on top of page 1 without any money to spend on ads? So, well, I agree. And I also think spending money on ads is really great to reach more people and get more people coming in. So I agree with you. I don't disagree with your statement, but it's not mutually exclusive. If you know how to rank YouTube videos and get on top of number 1, and by the way, we have some really good rankings on some of our videos as well. We even have a program called Video Clients, which maybe you've seen some emails about that. We have other presentations on that. We have a whole training a challenge, Video Clients Challenge, 5-day challenge, 6 hours of content, super valuable, that show you how to scale a YouTube channel, rank your videos. We got a YouTube channel growth expert on our team. We dive into that. We've got a lot of clients that we train on YouTube channel growth. Really, really powerful. I completely agree. That's super powerful. Can pay dividends for a long time. And YouTube ads are a great way to have a lever that you can pull and scale up quicker. Again, like a tree, not like a balloon, but you can scale that up quicker and actually have more consistent people coming in. All right. By the way, I know I'm just keep going. I see a bunch of questions here. There are so many questions. Oh my goodness. This is great. So I'm going to keep diving in and answering these questions, but you can go to adoutreach.com/apply, book that strategy call. Highly recommend it. All right. Steve is asking, I'm launching a new product in the next week, but I am not going to start with big ticket. I want to start with PDF and audio, then go big ticket. Can you help me? So again, what we can do is we can help you map out a strategy. Go to adoutreach.com/apply. We'll help you map out a specific strategy specific to you that can help you go from there. But it might be better to start, with high ticket off the bat or a low ticket ascension funnel. But again, you don't necessarily need to do that. What we're going to do, hop on a strategy call, map out what we recommend. That's what I would do on there. All right. So Musafar asks, do you suggest putting all these custom segments into one campaign? Multiple campaigns. All right, I already answered that one. I have a website, YouTube channel, 2 social media. Okay, we already, I think, answered that one. Perfect. Some people posting the questions a couple times. All right. Let's go here. All right. I think I got a bunch of these. Okay, great. We're going to be scrolling through. Somebody asked, okay, why recommend setting your ad on private on your channel? So great question. It's not private. Do not set it private. It's unlisted. And the reason you set it unlisted is you don't want it to be a public video on your channel that can harm your watch time. So when you're running ads to a video and people can skip it, that can give your video a lower watch time. And if you have that be a public video on your channel, it can decrease your channel's overall watch time. And that's why if you see people out there that talk about like, okay, don't run ads for your channel, what they're really talking about is don't run public videos as ads. You can absolutely run YouTube ads from your channel. You just have to upload it as an unlisted video. So you upload it unlisted, not private, because it won't run. It won't run private. It will run unlisted. It means it won't show up publicly on your channel, and its stats won't count against the stats for your channel. You now have that be an unlisted video. You run that unlisted video as an ad, and now that video is the ad that you're showing in front of people. That way you also don't have a ton of different videos that are all ads on your channel as well, but you also want to protect the organic reach of your channel. Hopefully that makes sense. That's why you do it as an unlisted ad. All right, let's keep scrolling through here. How much to spend on YouTube ads to start? Again, it really is going to depend on your budget. Typically, we work with clients that at least are able to spend, really like it to be at least like $100 a day, but at least $50 a day. Typically, we work with. We also do have our course, Do It Yourself. You could start at a smaller budget, but we'll typically work with people that have, at least $50 a day or more in ad spend to start off. Okay. Where does A/B testing fit in tree branching? Great question. Well, that's exactly what this is. You're creating a tree branch as you're creating A, B, C different split tests, then creating other variations on those split tests, seeing which ones work, which ones don't. If a tree branch doesn't work, great. Cut it off. No big deal. If it does work, that's even better, because now you have a new tree branch that you can scale individually, and that tree branch grows. And then you can create tree branches off of that. So it's all about A/B testing. You're just testing an individual variable for each one. Pedrin said, terrific explanation. Excellent iterative strategy. Thank you so much. But I'm probably getting to like some of these things that were posted a little earlier. All right. What was the household income targeting by product dollar amounts? Again, great question. So if you sell anything more than $100, remove lower 50%. Also, I recommend removing unknown income. Now, by the way, you can only do this income targeting in specific countries like the US. Other countries, you'll have to add unknown income in. Otherwise, your ads won't run. It's just a heads up there. But this income targeting specifically will work inside the US. So what you want to do with your income targeting is if you have something over $100, remove lower 50%. Then from there, typically what we'd recommend is over $1,000 do top 40%, over $3,000 do top 30%, over $10,000 do top 20%, over $20,000 or $25,000 or more, like higher ticket, I would do top 10%. So that's what we recommend. Work with insurance companies. We have different insurance companies as clients. A lot of them choose to do the course so that, kind of do it yourself process. But we do have insurance companies that we work with as well, and it works really well on insurance and a variety of different businesses. A lot of high ticket coaching, consulting. I see some people asking, like, does this work for coaching and consulting business? Absolutely. A lot of high ticket coaching, consulting, expert authors, speakers. One of the best ways to get in front of people here on video and on YouTube. If you're a coach or consultant, expert, author, speaker, definitely book a strategy call. We know exactly how to do it on YouTube ads. It's the bread and butter for us. All right. How do I decrease cost per click for performing ads? Well, you decrease cost per click, decrease your CPA, cost per action, cost per lead by optimizing. So you remove audiences that don't work, you remove targeting options that don't work, And that's also why with the Alpha AI version, where you're not just targeting multiple keywords in one audience segment, you're doing a variety of individual audiences for each keyword. Why that works so much better, because you have more ability to optimize manually, cut what doesn't work, and focus on what does work. So you have a lot more ability to do that. Okay, question from Robert. What's your recommendation daily, monthly budget for high quality leads in the auction or target CPA? Again, it's really going to depend. I think I answered that question earlier too. So typically $50, $100, or $200 to start, then scaling the campaigns up from there. And then TCPA is going to depend. You always want to make sure though that your budget is higher than your TCPA. You don't want to have your TCPA higher than your budget. So, whatever your cost per action is, if it happens to be more than one of those numbers, just make sure your budget's a little bit higher than that. You don't need the 20 times your conversion. Maybe in e-commerce, and this is really, I've talked with some other people that do like YouTube ads. I really have this disagreement with them. You don't need to have the 20 times budget for these types of lead-based campaigns. Some e-commerce will work a little bit better if you have 20 times the TCPA, but you don't need that. You don't need that. You just need to have it higher. You need to have the budget higher than the TCPA to get it to work efficiently. Okay. Another question here. What is the volume of daily conversions you need to take advantage of the YouTube AI? Great question. So Google and YouTube is really going to recommend kind of north of that 20, 30, 40 conversions per day to really take advantage of it. But again, you don't need that. That's what they're recommending. The more data you feed the AI, the better it gets, but you don't need to scale to massive degrees to benefit at a smaller scale from the AI. But it will get better as you go. And it's less about the daily amount. Honestly, it's more about the cumulative. I'll just tell you that. Google's also incentivized to tell you to spend more money, right? That's one of the reasons when we work with clients, we're saying like, hey, yes, Google might have some good recommendations, but there's also recommendations that are designed to make them money. We want to give you the best recommendations designed to make you money, right? And yes, at the end of the day, it's going to make Google money too, but the priority is you. The priority isn't Google. So when Google's talking to you, the priority is Google. So just make sure you know that. So we want to make sure that we optimize your campaign. So Google will tell you that. And yes, more conversions is better, but it's more cumulative than it is the amount per day. All right. Next question. Grace Dawn asks, A/B testing. That was about A/B testing. We talked about that already. When checking performance, what time frame do you look at? Great question. This is getting a little more granular here. So typically when checking performance, what we're going to do is we're going to look at my favorite view is the 14-day performance, because I feel like that gives me a little bit more of a viewpoint. You always want to look at different things. You want to have an understanding where's that lifetime. You kind of know where it's at for that day, but I don't really look at it. So lifetime and day, that's more just ancillary, right? It's kind of a little less relevant. Where you're really at is kind of between the 7 and 30 days. So 7 days is kind of a snapshot. 30 days is more of a trend. 90 days also is a good look as well to get a longer term trend. But typically we make decisions based on a 14-day window and where it's going. So it doesn't mean we're waiting for 14 days of really positive results or negative. It's just that's the window we like to look at to see where things are trending. So again, 30 days will give you a bigger trend. 90 days will give you a long-term trend. Lifetime's a viewpoint. Daily's a viewpoint. Kind of take it with a grain of salt, right? It's more about what's happening now, what's happening recently. 7 days is more of like, it's still a little bit too recent. 30 days can be a little too broad. I like a 14-day window, and that's what a lot of our optimization, we look at a 14-day window. But again, we're making decisions. I like to make decisions based on where things have been at for a 3-day rolling average. So 7-day window we're looking at, but what was the performance for the last 3 days, right? Where's the trend that we're going to? So that's getting technical. If that was over your head, do not worry. And also maybe that's a sign to book a strategy call, and we can help you out with that. No worries. All right. Okay. Question from Jesse. What was the household income? Okay, we already went into that. Question from Oscar. Do you work with insurance companies? We already went into that. Question from Tom Burton. What is the volume of daily conversion? Okay, we already did those. Hold on a second. Time frame. Okay, so somebody asked, do you also help, Paul Sterling asked, do you also help setting up the ClickFunnels from YouTube? I'm new to ClickFunnels and new to using YouTube marketing. Yes, we do. That's part of our program. We have our Video Ads Launchpad program. We work with you hands-on, help you set up your YouTube ad campaign step by step. We've got copywriters on our team that will actually write the scripts for you. They'll write it on with you on a call, so they'll understand your business. You hop on and you answer some questions about your business, and then they're there to write the script. Hook, educate, call to action. They'll create multiple hooks. They'll see if it makes sense to create multiple educates or call to actions. Then you have multiple ads that you can film. They'll show you exactly how to record it. They'll help you know how to do that. Then once you have your ad, we'll help you set up the campaign one-on-one. We're going to hop on, actually help you set up the campaign, the targeting, all the different options. Then we're going to show you and help you know how to optimize and scale that over time. But what we're also doing is we also will help you with your funnel as well. So we do have, again, there's different tiers of the program. So it depends on where you're looking to go. So make sure that you mention that when you hop on the strategy call. But what we're able to do is help you with your funnel. We actually have share funnels for all of our funnels. So our webinars, our PDF, our Trojan Horse PDF, we have that. We can literally send you a quick link. You click it in your ClickFunnels account, and bam, it pops up with our funnel that you can customize for yourself. And then what we can also do is we can teach you and train you on how to do it. We've got a funnel expert on our team. Actually, we got 2 funnel experts on our team. And we have business strategists that are here to help you with all the setup. We'll help you with the copy, the funnel, the whole process. It's a holistic approach. We have a 50-person team, and we can support you at a much greater level than a lot of other people are able to because of the size and scale of our team. Paul Sterling, definitely recommend hopping on a strategy call. If you haven't already booked that call, I know we can definitely help you. So hop on that call there. All right. Pedram says, isn't it a shame that they're leaving content targeting though? But thanks a lot for the answers and webinar, man. Brilliant webinar. Dude is legit. Well, thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you so much, Pedram. Really appreciate that. And yes, it is a shame. Like, it's one of those things that they're rolling out with these, they're rolling out great new things. Content targeting is going away. Nobody ever likes to have something go away, but I understand why YouTube is doing it. They're doing it to push everyone towards artificial intelligence and machine learning and these audience segments. And so any challenge, anytime something's gone or there's something like this, there's an equal and opposite opportunity. And that is exactly what we saw. And that's exactly what this alpha AI targeting strategy has. It is an equal and opposite opportunity that is massive for your business. It's a really, really great opportunity. So, and thank you so much for the kind words. Really appreciate that. Question from Sunny asks, will content targeting go away for CPV campaigns? Great question. Right now, it still exists for CPV campaigns on my account, but for my conversion campaigns, it's not there, as you mentioned. Yes, not there for conversion campaigns. It is still there for CPV. And my understanding with Google and YouTube, and as far as they've announced, it will still stay for CPV. So that means CPV, by the way, is cost per view, where you're targeting and you're bidding specifically on a view, that yes, you will still have content targeting on CPV. So those are campaigns that are optimized based on per view, not based on actual optimized campaigns based on conversions, where you're optimizing to get a certain number of conversions. This is optimizing based on paying, per view. And the CPV campaigns that we have, those campaigns still have content targeting. The downside is they're not optimized for conversion. So yes, you can still run CPV campaigns for content targeting, which is good, and can help you at a smaller scale to target placements, things like that. So you can still do that with content targeting. Now, some other people, because again, I'm aware there's other people out there that are talking about it. Some other people are going a totally different direction. They're saying, all right, everybody, let's go back to the old days of CPV and let's just do CPV. And I remember seeing that. I saw some, because I've connected with a lot of different people. And I'm not trying to say any, negative things on that or those people, but I think that that's backwards looking versus forwards looking. So yes, CPV campaigns, and Sonny, if you're doing great with CPV campaigns, keep it going, especially for placement campaigns. You have something that works, great. But it's not the best scalable strategy or sustainable strategy because it's all manually optimizing. And I know I started out in CPV campaigns early days, right? Before 2016, 2017, it was all CPV campaigns. And I cut my teeth on those early campaigns and I was the algorithm. Basically, CPV campaigns is all manually optimized. But you really are missing out on the opportunity to use this AI and machine learning in this new era if you just go back there. So I've already seen some other people saying, hey, guess what? You can still do content targeting, do this. But I think it's missing the point. It's missing the evolution and missing the boat on what's next. And I'm telling you, this strategy I outlined today is working better than anything we've seen before, including content targeting. Specifically, the real one to pay attention to, if you're a little bit more advanced, again, don't worry if you're not, we'll help you with it, is the single keyword and single URL audiences, all stacked, and then optimizing based on those. Multi-keyword and multi-URL also working really well when you get granular keywords and URLs. Awesome. All right. So time frame where you answer that. Fair housing prevent realtors from this type of targeting. Yeah. So unfortunately, you have to look at regulations, things like that. For realtors, mortgage agents, you do have to be a little bit cautious around the household income targeting. That being said, there's things that you can do, like targeting audiences like luxury shopping and specific areas like that you can do. But with household income targeting, again, make sure that you're aware of all of your guidelines. Just double check that. Cool. All right. What is the title of the ad outreach update email? Are you asking about that? So if you're a client, ad outreach update email, I believe it should be from Kajabi. There's also emails that came from support at ad outreach. What I'd recommend is if you're currently a client, email into the support email. Again, I mentioned it again. If you're not a client, like you're not going to but so support at adoutreach.com. If you're a client, you can email in there and they'll get you updates to that training access. And you can also schedule a call to talk about how to implement this. If you're an active client, we'll just help you switch everything over. If you're not, we'll give you a special opportunity to hop back into the program and or hop back into coaching, that is to say, and our hands-on support, and we'll help you with that hands-on. All right. Let's see here. Excellent. Do you recommend testing audience? Oh, by the way, Robert's asking about the coaching versus apps. So with that specifically, it's probably going to work a little bit better on the course. What I would say is if you reach out to hello@adoutreach.com specifically on that, it just does really depend on the business. We are selective, and we have our client success director, Lyndon, that kind of oversees the different clients that we take on. But we do have a new course that if you scheduled that call a month or two ago that you might be a better fit for, that will show you step-by-step how that works. Do you recommend testing audiences in different campaigns or the same campaign? I talked about this before. Multi-keyword audiences, you're going to want to have about 5 to 7 in a campaign. Single keyword, about 20 to 30 in a campaign. Can you use this real estate as an agent? Yes. Household income is the only little asterisk because, again, fair housing, right? That was talked about. Okay. I feel like I can't put my finger on words to use to target to help people stop drinking. Sober. People don't need me. Haha. What is the keyword research tool that can help? It's keywordsearch.com. It's a tool that I put together with my co-founder and CTO, Greg. But also, if you help people stop drinking, we work with a lot of coaches, consultants, course creators, experts, people that are in that space. And honestly, one of my passions is helping people. And our mission is to create a ripple effect by helping businesses amplify their impact. It sounds like you have an amazing impact. You're helping people, stop drinking and get sober. I would love to help you in that. It's part of my mission to create a ripple effect of impact. So Laura D'Amato here, feel free, schedule a strategy call at adoutreach.com/apply, and we can help brainstorm that for you. What type of keywords, what type of targeting we'd recommend on that. All right. Radoslav asked, another real estate agent. Yes, the strategy works on that side. Oscar says book for tomorrow. Let's go. Thank you. Awesome. Oscar is booked. Let's rock and roll. I love it. Jam asks, where can I find the updated trainings on Kajabi? So if you're an active client, they'll be there in your Kajabi portal. If they're not there, email support@adoutreach.com and we can help you with that. Alric, how about e-commerce websites? So yes, the strategies work for e-commerce websites. We typically don't take on as many of those. It really just depends on your business. So you go to adoutreach.com/apply, we can let you know the best strategy that works for you. We do have a course that a lot of e-commerce, drop shipping, app clients do decide to go through. But again, it does depend on where you're at. So I'd recommend adoutreach.com/apply. We can see what makes the most sense for you. Laura says, I have a call Thursday. Thank you for all the value. Gold, really appreciate it. Oh, thank you so much, Laura. I'm really excited for that and excited for you to have that call. And we'll help you map that out. It's really awesome. I love the mission that you have as well. It's awesome. All right, Terry, new here. Thank you. Do I need ClickFunnels or can I send to a website? Do the PDF strategies, ClickFunnels the only option? Great question. You do not need ClickFunnels. You can send to a website. You can send to any type of funnel software. ClickFunnels is what we use. I've been in ClickFunnels for a long time. Got a lot of awards from them. They're also a client of ours. GrooveFunnels is also a client of ours, and Mikeville same. They're a client of ours as well. So, we have a variety of different types of funnels and things like that. I've just found ClickFunnels to be, what I really love to use. But you can also use a website. We have clients that use WordPress, that use just standard websites. Whatever it happens to be, you can absolutely use that. So no worries at all there, Terry. And for the PDF funnel, we can walk you through the strategy. The benefit to ClickFunnels is we have a share funnel that you can just click one button and then duplicate it. Also, Go High Level. We have clients that use Go High Level. There's a variety of different things. Again, we typically do recommend ClickFunnels. I really like ClickFunnels. Been a user for a long time. That being said, you can use any type of funnel with our YouTube ad strategy. All right. What product dollar income targeting tiers? Again, already went through that. Perfect. Grace asks, are YouTube ads a good idea for testing if a service you have beta tested will fly and scale? So it just depends on what you're doing. So YouTube ads can be good to test out if you know that you're looking for paid traffic right off the bat and you have the budget for paid traffic. Great. You can dive in to do that. We also have another program called Video Clients that helps you actually attract high-paying clients using the power of video. And we have another program that we actually just launched just a couple months ago called Business Launch Blueprint. It is a program that is designed to help you launch a coaching, consulting, high-ticket offer for the very first time and test your market, actually, build out funnels, do simple organic marketing. Depending on what you need, simple ads, but oftentimes it's more organic first. So that could be a good fit for you too. If you schedule a call at adoutreach.com/apply, you let them know everything you said here. It's not just YouTube ads. We'll talk about our organic strategies as well, our other programs that we have, maybe even omnipresent retargeting to retarget people everywhere if you're a little more advanced, or our Ad Astra program, which is our mastermind where clients come out here to Austin. We had about 100 clients here, not all in our offices. We had an event space. We have our Ad Astra mastermind. We also have our platinum clients as well, our highest tier clients. Such that, Bob Proctor's team was in that, and Tommy Culler, their director of marketing, and a variety of other, top players are our platinum clients as well. So it really just depends on what you're looking for. And that's why the best place to start is adoutreach.com/apply. And we can kick off from the very beginning all the way up to 9-figure businesses that we work with. Pedram said you're a stud, Alric. Thanks a lot. Well, thank you so much. Really appreciate that. Sunny asks, do you also recommend setting up custom audiences, multiple keywords with a similar themes? Yes. So you want to theme the audiences around a specific theme and have multiple keywords that match that theme within that audience. So that's exactly what you want to do there. All right. Jermaine asks, will this work for supplements, health, and wellness? Yes, the strategy will work for supplements, health, and wellness. Again, you can book a strategy call. We'll map out, what makes the most sense for you. Typically, supplements typically do decide to go with our course, which is going to be more kind of do-it-yourself process. With health and wellness, we've got a lot of health coaching, info products, people that are in our hands-on programs as well. So again, it just depends on what you're looking for. I'd book at adoutreach.com/apply. Do you completely stop content targeting, or do you suggest to wait in 2023 and start right away with AI targeting? Great question. So Elaine asked this. Great question. So with that question, if you have campaigns that are working right now, that are really working for you, that have content targeting, keep riding those. I had clients that asked me this. I was here at a live event. We had about 100 people all in a room debuting this for the first time. Actually, about a month ago, it was the first time I debuted this strategy live to our clients in person. 2 weeks ago, we did a virtual presentation to our clients. And then now we're here to all of you. And I'm so grateful to have you on here and we still have so many people here 2.5 hours later. This is really awesome. So anyways, great question. They asked the exact same question. I've got campaigns that are working now that I know will turn off in 2023. Should I keep running them? But if they're working, keep running them. Yes. But in parallel, also run your new campaigns. So keep running these existing campaigns that are performing for you, and in parallel, run the new campaigns. You want to run those old campaigns that are performing until the wheels fall off. Keep running those. And in parallel, run the new campaigns, the new AI targeting. What you don't want to do is turn off the campaigns that are working and only do new tests, right? Because then you sacrifice continue to benefit from these campaigns. But you also don't want to just run these, not do any tests, and then these don't work anymore. Now you don't have anything, and you're launching tests for the first time. What you want to do is keep these running, launch the tests. When the tests outperform and or when these get shut down, then you're doubling down on just the alpha AI strategy and scaling those up. Hopefully that makes sense, but launch it in parallel. That is the recommendation. Also, Elaine, not sure if you were one of the people that mentioned you already booked a strategy call. Definitely recommend doing that at outreach.com/apply. We'll take a look at what you got already and map out a custom strategy for you. Also, Dimitri asks, do you recommend testing audience segments, one campaign or multiple campaigns? We already kind of covered this. Emmanuel, I've been a digital marketing sphere for years and really want to do what you and your team do. Yeah, well, we have, we are hiring. We have a careers page at outreach.com/careers. So you can feel free to apply to join the dream team. I think that is potentially a good opportunity there as well. And then we also, I appreciate that. Autumn asks, what if you've never done a YouTube channel before as a realtor, great in person, but never got leads from videos before? Great question. Well, one of the things that we can help you with is if you're looking for a YouTube channel, we can help you with video clients. We'll help you map out exactly how to attract high-paying clients, new leads from a channel, but you can also do your ads as well. And even if you've never done videos before, we have videos in our trainings on how to be confident on camera. So I'd go to outreach.com/apply and we can hop on and talk about how this works for you. All right. How is the performance so far when running ads on YouTube Shorts compared to in-stream video YouTube ads? Great question. So YouTube Shorts right now are still in their newer phase. And what we're seeing is we're seeing a lower lead cost. We are seeing what we kind of expect, which is the quality is not exactly the same as the standard in-stream yet. But we're actually seeing a lot of growth on the YouTube Short side. So YouTube Shorts, what we're seeing is, again, creatives don't necessarily last as long as the long form. And that's just because of the volume of impressions. But you can take advantage of much lower CPMs and therefore lower cost per leads. That being said, just with the way it's set up, again, it's not 100% on par with the in-stream, but it's been improving as we've continued to test it. So it's really exciting on the YouTube Short side. We still recommend, in general, the main long-form, horizontal, classic YouTube ads, but YouTube Shorts are becoming more and more prevalent, and we're going to have more updates with that coming soon. All right. Is it possible to hop on board with you to learn hand-in-hand with your team? I feel like this is a team me up. Yes, you absolutely go to outreach.com/apply. Happy to walk you through how the strategy works. We'll see if it's a good fit. But Emmanuel asked that. Go to outreach.com/apply. It's not a plant. Anyways, all right, Autumn. Can you provide a replay of the Q&A? Have to go to pick up your kids. Awesome. Absolutely. We're going to be sending out the replay. So glad you found value here, Autumn. And I know we went over here, which is great. And we're going to be answering a few more of these questions here. Okay, Jam asks, do you still recommend using negative placement list? Is that still relevant? So negative placement list is relevant because these are VAC campaigns that aren't just running on YouTube. They also have placements that are on other websites. And we like to exclude a bunch of those websites and mobile apps. There's only so much we can dive into here, but that's another one of the pieces of the strategy too, is we'll exclude certain placements. We have a master placement exclusion list that we give to our clients that is still relevant. Yes. All right. Radislav asks, can we use this real estate space? Yes. The answer is yes. JP fan asks, do you offer to share that shared ClickFunnels for free? That is a client exclusive. Obviously, sharing as much value here, but also just the way that we send it. I think we have to manually send it out there. So that is one of the things that we do for our clients. You can go to outreach.com/apply to book a strategy call. All right. Eric asks here. Let's see here. Oh, some of these are popping up. Oh, that one might have disappeared. Okay. Grace Dawn says, thank you, Alric. Oh, thank you so much, Grace. Glad you like this. Oh yeah, Eric asks, thanks for all your help. You give so much value. We appreciate you all. Thank you so much, Eric. Really appreciate that. Means a lot. Josephine, so much value. Thank you so much. Really, really appreciate that. What is the V in VAC campaigns? So video action campaigns. So there you go. So video action campaigns. Those are ads that don't just appear in front of other videos, but they can also appear in the YouTube home feed. They can appear alongside other videos, in the search results, alongside other videos, and also on websites as well. All right. Earlier, you talked about a campaign. Okay, yeah, VAC. We talked about that. What industry works best for YouTube short ads? YouTube short ads, what we're seeing is it works a little bit better for B2C or B2C offers. And it still works in coaching, consulting, expert, author, speaker. It can work in real estate. One thing that I will say is, and also in e-commerce. E-commerce is great for YouTube short ads as well. What I will say is YouTube short ads right now on B2B is performing. We have ads that are performing. We're technically B2B. We're selling businesses. It's just the main YouTube ads. It works even better B2B. Main YouTube ads work great, both B2B and B2C, business to business and business to consumer. All right. Can you elaborate on what VAC campaigns are for? So VAC is just another way of saying the specific YouTube ad campaigns that you're able to target. Video action campaigns running in front of other videos, but also in home feed as you scroll through YouTube, on the YouTube itself, and also on websites. So it can pop up as a video ad on websites too. All right. Emojve asks or says, many thanks for the webinar, Alric. And also that he emailed in. Absolutely. So glad you found this valuable. Grace says, super thank you. Great help. Oh, thanks so much. Eric says, do you find it's best to find your ideal client through YouTube and then retarget them on other ads like Facebook? Great question. That's a great question to end on here. Unless you have any final questions, we're now at the top of the chat and we'll be wrapping up here in just a second. But yes, so you use YouTube ads to bring people in, use YouTube ads to draw people in, because you can use this alpha AI targeting strategy to pinpoint your ideal clients exactly where they are. That's exactly how this strategy works. And then once you find them, because YouTube ads are the best way to find those people, have them come through your funnel, then you want to retarget them everywhere. That's our omnipresent retargeting strategy. Retargeting on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, TikTok, Taboola, Outbrain, Pinterest, all the different platforms. That's our omnipresent retargeting strategy. Once people find you on YouTube, you want to retarget them everywhere. And that's what you could do in omnipresent retargeting. That's one of our other strategies we have as well. And Alan says, Alric, always providing value. So glad I joined Ad Outreach. I've learned so much already. Oh, thank you so much, Alan. It's great to see you on here. Alan's one of our amazing platinum clients that we have. And yes, thank you so much. And I think that is an amazing note to end on. Thank you so much, everybody, for being on here. I am so grateful to have such an incredible, amazing group of people here, whether you're already a client or you've been on our email list or you've been seeing our ads or hopping on our training. I'm so grateful to have everybody here. I'm so excited for what's coming next to share this opportunity. You can go to adoutreach.com/apply. I see a lot of people just saying, thank you so much. Elaine and Josephine saying that. Let me put up the slides one more time. It might actually restart from the very beginning. But anyways, this was our Alpha AI YouTube ads targeting strategy. I think once I close the slides, it's done, but that's fine. You can click the link there. We don't need the QR code. You can go to adoutreach.com/apply. Thank you so much for being on here. Got a lot of people saying thank you so much. I really appreciate that. So glad you're able to be on here. We're going to continue to keep you up to date. The best thing to do, though, if you're on here right now, adoutreach.com/apply, book a strategy call. We'll help you map out exactly how to use this new Alpha AI targeting strategy in your business. Truly appreciate all of you. Thank you so much for being on here. Hope you have an incredible rest of your week. And I can't wait to help you knock the rest of this year out of the park with our Alpha AI YouTube ads targeting strategy and take 2023 by storm. This is the cutting edge strategy. This is the secret, right? We're going to show you exactly how this works when you hop on that strategy call and implement it directly for your business. Thank you so much for watching and being on here. Have a great rest of your week. Thank you.